Testing one. Can you guys hear me? Barely. Wonderful. Namaste. I'll be right with you.
Evening Explorers, thank you for your patience with that period of troubleshooting. Namaste to you. My early birds are truly committed to the program. Tonight is a very special night, as the theme is below the screen that you can see. We'll be diving in headfirst to that in a little bit, but before that, we'll be joined by a very special guest, SALESFORCECHILD, to discuss her recent revelations, visions. She's been channeling some things from the universe that she honestly kind of showed me on her phone for about an hour at Burger King. So I'll be right back in just a moment, and we'll get started. Namaste.
Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations. Good evening to you, all of you. It is wonderful to be with you once again. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, with a absolute banger of an exploration tonight. Everybody is going to want to be here. Very exciting stuff planned. Firstly, I'm wondering how all of you can pitch in a little bit and start helping things out around here. I cut myself and I bleed. Do you really want to coast like a leech, like a fat leech? What can you do for the program tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner? Good evening, everyone. Namaste to you. Blessings to you. It's wonderful to be with you once again. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the true power that forces our veins as we speak to one another. And what a glorious night it is already. Wonderful to be with you. Wonderful to be with you. I am overjoyed, filled with energy of the sun and the moon. Communal vision already, very exciting. Communal vision from Format Error, brought to you by Band-Aid brand bandages. Okay, that's funny. Now, that is funny. Format Error saying that because I said I bleed. That's really funny and fun, and I really appreciate that kind of wit. There's going to be plenty of room for that tonight. Plenty of room for that tonight's exploration because, as you know, we are famously known for combining both work and pleasure. Both work and pleasure. We work hard and we play hard, both at the same time, simultaneously, and all times. Namaste. Now, everything inside and outside of me is growing because of the program. That's from Ian Pett over at youtube.com. Namaste to you, Ian. It's great to have you see your name floating in the chat. I know I've got a very strong supporter in Ian. Ian's been here since nearly day one. Nearly day one, if you could believe that. Namaste. And a wonderful evening we are having already. Blessings. Blessings to all of us. Now, tonight we've got a lot to get to be honest with you. Tonight we're going to be speaking with a special guest, return guest, a friend of mine who was here a couple months ago and has had some recent revelations and visions with which, to share with us. Known for, since her last visit, putting the program into place in her life and just truly coming into a new paradigm of life, genuinely. And I'm very excited to get into that with her. But let's go through some real quick announcements before we get involved with all that. Namaste. Thank you so much, Flying Vita. I appreciate it. I feel my mane feels loose and good. Do you know what I mean? It feels, I look in the mirror, I'm like, who is that wild man? Who is that wild man? It's me. Yes, namaste. Blessings. Something else could have happened in her life. I'm not exactly sure. We've got a presentation to get through. She prepared some of her visions to share with us, and then we'll follow with a conversation just to get up to speed and talk about the depth and profundity of the visions coming to SALESFORCECHILD. Namaste. Go ahead and click that link if you see it in the chat if you'd like to follow SALESFORCECHILD. She'll be on the screen in just a little bit. Before that, though, I just want to remind everybody, well, first of all, how's everyone doing? How's everybody doing? I need to know. I need to know how everyone's doing. If you could let me, Leslie Tanner, know how everyone is doing. I need to just move this screen a little bit so I can see what's going on. I need to know how everyone's doing. Can you let me know? Can you fill me in? Flying Vita says tired. Diglett with hat says bad. Namaste to both of you. Namaste. Blessings to both of you. I appreciate you being so honest. And that's actually ultimately for the best. Masakari says, I'm doing awful, Leslie. I've got the gun in my hand right now. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Now, that's the fun part. Once you get the gun in your hand and then you realize, oh, this is actually very powerful. I could do many things with this gun. Around my home, I shoot dogs. Any dog that steps within 6 feet of my property, according to local city ordinance, just in case some of you tattletales, jackals, and rapists want to go ahead and try to ruin my life, ruin the program, destroy what we've built from the ground up, to actually just maybe take a visit to the library and check the city ordinances. You're allowed to shoot any dog that comes within 6 feet of your property line, period. That's a rule. We have been, the scourge of wild dogs in our area cannot be overstated. They are ruining our lives, digging through our trash, taunting us, taking small children. And I don't even like kids. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't like them. I don't miss them when I found out they've been taken by a dog. However, when I see a dog, I do not play games. It's lights out as soon as I can. Sometimes I shoot him in the back leg just to watch him limp a little bit, because then that reminds me that I'm powerful in my life, that I can exert power over another living thing. And yes, that may be petty. Yes, that may be immature, but I will take what I can get. Namaste. Blessings. Blessings to you. Sam Handwich saying, I have COVID. That really stinks. That absolutely stinks. PU. I had COVID a couple of months ago. Not fun. Not a fun time. I had COVID. And I was just like, COVID, more like Novid. No, more like Novid. Namaste. Nindinu hitting us with that. Subscription. Blessings to you and Nindinu. One of Nindinu, namaste to you. Blessings to you. It's wonderful to see you. Nindinu hitting us with that stuff. Very generous of you. Blessings to you. Loser says, let's see, I gotta pull up my activity screen. Says Chiba Hawk, namaste. Namaste to you. Borealis Black with a communal vision. Very exciting. I frequently refer to children as dingo food or womb droppings. Now that is a woman who resents evolution. Namaste. Blessings to you, Borealis. Thank you for sharing that. Now that's, in case there are any other women that sort of resent that kind of stuff, look to Borealis. See, she's got something on lock, to say the least. Namaste. Great to be with you. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe both inside and out to unlock and unleash the power within. Namaste. Namaste to you. So let's get through. Let's maybe do a couple announcements real quick, guys, because those of you that maybe don't remember, this Saturday is what? Guess what? We are hosting another iteration of Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. Infatuations with Leslie Tanner, the competitive dating game show in which you act like you love those who you hate and wish to vanquish. It is a competitive dating game. It is not about finding love. It is not about finding a match. It is about coming and swinging that bat, acting normal, acting engaged, acting interested, maybe a little funny to boot, maybe a little attractive, and let's see if you can vanquish and be the champion to determine whether you even have a little bit of what it takes to deserve love and affection out there. Because, listen, those of you who have been alone for any amount of time, you know what I'm talking about. There's not a someone out there for everybody, and not everyone deserves love and affection, period. End of sentence. End of story. End of story. There might be even some pieces of shit in the chat right now saying, actually, I do think it's really important that everybody deserves love, and everybody, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. No, you are telling yourself a bedtime story. You're telling yourself a little Candyland bedtime story. As hopefully you get tucked in, you start moving a little bit and you ruin it and you call someone in to tuck you in again. That's what you're doing by telling me that everyone deserves love. So I'm telling you, adult to adult, Clint does improv rating us. Namaste to Clint. Namaste to improv. Namaste to Raiders. Blessings to you. It's fantastic to be with you. Namaste. Namaste. Blessings. The page you're looking for doesn't exist. What is it? What did you click on, Larry? Raiders, namaste and welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. It's wonderful to be with you. Very exciting moment for you to join us right now. We're just getting started, just getting loaded up with some excitement. My name is Leslie, and this is the program, the final personal power program that you will ever need in your life. By far the most effective. We stand on the shoulders of giants as even bigger giants. Absolutely. Look in the past, small insular communities with devoted, intensely held religious and spiritual beliefs who believe in a sort of in-group and out-group and a sort of divinely ordained correctness to their belief system. Yeah, they accomplished a lot. They did a lot of good. They did a lot of good in the past, but unfortunately, the vast majority of them fell off. They fell off. We can all name some names. Heaven's Gate, for one. Do I believe that their followers had some clarity? Yes. I don't think anyone could argue that. Whether KTSing, whether KYSing is a clear thing to do, let's have that debate another day. All right. All right, I got to make sure I drink my Gatorade before a debate like that. But regardless, to see their videos as they approach the end is nothing short of inspiring. Namaste. And but one thing, here's my main problem. First of all, they took an out. They took the kind of, I won't say, I don't want to call them pussies, but they balked. They blinked right at the end. They were almost there. And I think part of it is that they were only reaching for that next level. You look in their literature, they're reaching for the next level. You hear T and Do both mention the next level, the next level, the next level. Okay, well, what are we doing here? Ninu, thank you so much for these single bits. Blessings to you and namaste. Great to see that support. Great to see that support. Yeah, I think it's not a not pussy move. It's like, you're balking, for sure. You blinked, God was like that, and you're like, huh. You know what I mean? Heaven's Gate. So Heaven's Gate, the next level. And here we strive for the next level, as we speak about so frequently. It is crucial to our program, crucial to our progress, that we are reaching beyond that which is reached to before in groups that have almost succeeded but ultimately failed in their mission. Namaste to you. Blessings to you. The Heaven's Gate guy never blinked, even when he did blink though at the end. That's what I'm saying. They all blinked. They put on Nikes and God went that, and they were like, oh. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying happened. No one can deny that. It must feel, Hazy Train saying, it must feel so refreshing to have your balls cut off. That can't be denied. It probably feels like, aside from the excruciating pain, unless you're under anesthesia, which I don't know if you meant that, but if you're having your balls cut off, it would feel very cool. Masakari says, I keep flinching because my father used to beat. Thanks for sharing. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. So guys, listen, this Saturday night is an infatuation. I don't even know how we got all the way out there. I think we got raided, and thankful for the raid I am. I certainly am. Namaste to you. But tonight, we are getting into some business. But first, I want to remind you, Infatuations with Leslie Tanner is this. Wait, is this the link that doesn't work? This link works. Larry Pickle J, what was the link that didn't work? Yeah, it works. Is it the link tree? It'll be up in a second again. It's the link tree link. Let me go in and fix that. Let me go in and fix that real fast, huh? As a courtesy. to our honored guest. That should be it. There it is. It's working on my end now. Yeah, I had to. Well, you have to include the. You have to include the quote. Oh wait, I changed the thing. Maybe I don't. Sammy is finicky. Sammy is finicky. There. I should fix it. Namaste. No, depending on how you build the command in Sammy, you have to include a quotation mark, is the problem. Namaste. Namaste. So, guys, listen, I'm going to be honest with you about these spots for infatuations. They are going kind of fast. So if you know that you want to participate, you've seen the past couple episodes, you've seen the amount of fun, and not only that, but spiritual clarity that comes from knowing whether you're worth it to other people, please click that link and reserve your spot. We'll keep it warm for you, okay? It's just now it's kind of like filling up a little bit, and we've been rated by Kaya Rose XO. Namaste to you, Raiders. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe both inside and out to unlock and unleash the power within. Namaste. Every single stream, that is exactly what we do. We take no answers or yes, that is true. There are no answers here. There are no answers. Only questions. No experts, no answers. No experts, no answers. Namaste. Great to have you. Great to have you guys. Kaya, what was the stream like? Can you let me know? Can you fill me in a little bit about how the vibe was? I kind of just need to know the vibe. You know what I mean? Kayla, namaste to you. Namaste to you. Great vibes. Kaya was experimenting with a golden egg. Wow. Wonderful to hear. So that I can only imagine that would be very electric. Very electric. To bring that energy is such a gift. I really appreciate that, Kaya. Namaste to you. Blessings to you. Let's do a quick let's shout out. Namaste, I'll shout out in a second. Blessings. So guys, here we are at Explorations with Leslie Tanner, getting ready, getting settled in. It's wonderful. It's wonderful to just spend some time with you as we settle in tonight. One last thing, the infatuation is going fast. Click that link and make sure you get on board with it if you'd like to, because it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun this Saturday. We already got a very fun roster of characters lined up to battle head-to-head. Namaste. And I also fixed the damn audio cues. Imagine that. There was no music last time. I love technology. Technology, it makes me feel so good. Blessings. Blessings to all of us. Yeah, I know, right? Spentrizzle? I know, right? I know, right? It's so funny to think that could be the case. Well, it's wonderful to be with you. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe both inside and out to unlock and unleash the power within. Now, this program is made up by 4 basic tenets. Those that are new, those that are rated, maybe you aren't exactly sure what's going on here. Maybe you like the vibe, you like the energy, but you still have questions, lingering questions. About, okay, I'm excited. How do I put this in place in my life? How do I transform my life? Now, I can tell you how to do that. Go ahead and open up the channel points. Go ahead and open up the channel points. You'll notice the first 4 buttons at your disposal. Those are the 4 basic tenets. Yes, I've whittled everything that you need to transform your life, to unlock your ultimate power. You need 4 basic tenets. That's it. First is relax. Relax, question, express, and explore. First, we relax. So Nindy News kind of... Mr. Hyde had the right idea. Please be offended, Nindy News are kind of whacking me off right now, and I don't really appreciate that. There's a word for that when somebody doesn't want you to do that, and that's what you're doing. Now, if somebody could go ahead and hit relax. Rob, man, I swear to God, somebody hit relax. Kayla over at YouTube. Know that there's more functions coming for YouTube. I'm waiting I have to get so many subscribers on YouTube before I can do everything that's on Twitch over at YouTube. I think it's like 380 or something right now. It's got to get to 500, and then they will let me do all the stuff. Right now, it's just limited as far as the functions goes. There we go. Namaste. Thank you so much, Kayla, and also, God damn it. All right, I'll just we got a bunch of rascals in the chat right now. It's okay. I can roll with that. I think that's funny. I'm not so uptight that I can't roll with that and have fun. Certainly speaking, namaste. My name is Leslie, and first we must relax. Relaxing sucks. Relaxing is not good. Relaxing hurts, as it should. I don't like relaxing. I wish I could never relax. I wish I could spend the rest of my life relaxing. But I know that by not relaxing, what I'm giving up is nothing short of my ultimate power, which I have fully realized through the majesty of this program. First, you must relax. Rule of thumb, if it feels bad, you're relaxing. If it feels good, you're not relaxing. Don't get out of that bath. You get out of that bath, blow out that scented candle, slap the masseuse's hands away at Whole Foods or wherever you go for your little rub downs, your little rubs and tugs. Whatever you do, get away from them. Do not feel good. You should feel bad. I heard a lot of people mentioning a little earlier that they do feel bad. And I can't tell you how great that is to hear. That means you are primed to relax should you put the program in place in your life. Namaste. Getting tugged at Whole Foods. Thank you, P-Chops. Blessings to you. So as I was saying just a moment ago, we relax, and then after we relax, we'll find that we notice things, certain facts, certain feelings, and before we go on expressing them, it is absolutely crucial that we question them. Now, again, I said earlier, no answers, no experts. No experts, no answers. There is nothing under the sun besides our answers to our own questions, which will naturally change because we don't know what we're talking about ultimately. But the thing is, the positive spin of that, so is everybody. So question your little tits off. Question your little arms off. Go fucking nuts. Question everything, and then once you question, you'll have a universe inside of you. You've built a universe, a whole Roblox, Minecraft universe. So go ahead and get into that universe and express your little ass off. Expression is my favorite, but by far the most worthless step of the program. Expression is an act of impotence. Expressing yourself is not empowering. Expressing who you are truly is not an act of defiance, resistance, or empowerment. It is an act of impotence, of defeat, of death. Now, ask any artist worth their salt after they finish a project. There will be a brief moment. They hit send, they hit post, they put the finishing lacquer on the canvas or what have you. And what do? They look down at their soft penis and wonder what the point was. But they feel drawn, and they will do it again and again and again, not learning the lesson that the art is trying to teach them. And thus is the impotence of artists ultimately. Blessings. Surfax coming in. Thank you so much, Surfax. Surfax, hey, Leslie, sorry, I wanted to join you at your last dating session, but I got carried away and joined when I had a lot going on. Surfax, you need to apologize for nothing. If you're around this Saturday, though, we'll keep a spot warm for you. Fill that little form out. Are you going to have some time? You going to have some time on Saturday? Stop in. Stop by. We'll get you in there. Okay? You stop by. If you can only stop by a little bit, you let me know. Okay? We can make room for you. I will make room for you. Not sure at the moment. Okay. Okay. Well, you find out. You do love. How much would you pay to get tugged off by a German immigrant man that's wearing John Deere ball cap? There's a certain time in my life I would have paid a pretty penny for that. I would have. There was a certain time in my life I would have looked that man in the eyes. I would have just put a $500 bill up in the air, and he'd be like, okay. And then he'd tug me off in a bathroom, in the back of the Greyhound, what have you. However, that's not me anymore. I am in a path of, some would call it celibacy, but it's actually more sexual than in some ways than I've ever been in my entire life. It's called alpha sensuality. I only masturbate. It is a program of masturbation. Fifth Amendment, namaste to you. Welcome to the program. Mr. Hyde, where do I get my $500 bill from? I simply manifest it. Energy. I go to the bank also. Just this guy, absolutely. Listen, I don't balk from that word cult. I don't balk from that word. That's a 20th century word meant to deride and confusion. So confusion. It's meant to debunk. The same word with the conspiracy theory. It's a word. It's a mean, nasty word. Surfax, I am a German kind of immigrant, man, because my family comes from Liverpool. I feel offended. Why are you offended by the German gays? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about getting whacked off by a German immigrant with a John Deere hat.
There are a few gay guys from Guam in my town who hate NASA for some reason.
And it's beautiful. And they're beautiful to me. I could speak to them. I could speak to them for hours. Oh, namaste to you, Surf. Namaste to you. Sociopathogen, namaste.
Being poor is bad.
As is being handicapped. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the bits. Sociopathogen, blessings to you. Guys, also, feel free to write me. I've been sending some absolute bangers of some mail. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois, 60647. Yes, indeed. You can write to me physical mail. Things like, anywhere from this postcard with Michael Strahan, sent to me by a very committed explorer, Night Ear. Blessings to you. And then, or I got the most Unabomber package I've ever received. A bunch of dehydrated food in silver, packaging from 7th Dragon Ball. Now, do I celebrate that? Yes. Would I celebrate him? Would I be saying that even if he was kind of a Unabomber guy? Yes, I would. I wouldn't back down. I'm loyal. I'm loyal to my explorers. I will always fight for you. I'll always fight for you all. Every single person in chat right now. If you hit follow right now, I will be fighting for you to death, to our deaths. Whether this fight costs my life or not, I will be fighting for you. And your progress and your growth. Blessings to you. Nindi Nu, yes. Blessings to you. I'm just checking in. I'm just checking in with our Namaste Vertical Mammal 100 bits. Blessings to you. There is a typo in the Linktree link. The only possibilities are that you are fallible or you are a jackal and you are sabotaging Salesforce Child. I'm not ready, willing to accept either. Thank you so much, Vertical Mammal. Let's go ahead and check out what kind of nonsense you're speaking about. Be sure to follow our guest, SALESFORCECHILD, and bear witness to it. Is it B-A-R-E? Is it B-A-R-E? That was somebody on the team did it. Guru, what are some examples of what we should be doing for the program? Oh, Nindy New, we're going to get into that. We're going to absolutely get into that, certainly for sure. Because, so guys, there's been some updates. I'm just checking in with our guests to see, make sure that they are good to. One moment. Oh, it's on Twitch. Yeah, my team messed up. My team messed up. My whole team messed up. The whole team. There's 5 layers of proofreading that happen over here. I employ about 15 people simply for dictation and proofreading purposes. And so yeah, someone's getting fired for that. Namaste. Now, good question. So tonight's theme, as we get settled in, is there we go. So is it gonna work? No. What the frick is going on? Is this gonna work now? There we go. What can you do for the program? So listen, guys, we have been extremely fortunate in the past couple weeks. The amount of support that we have received from a few, note that I said a few explorers have truly gone above and beyond to support the program here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Now, am I thankful for this? Absolutely. Namaste. I bow to the divinity within you, each of you, but especially the ones that know what is possible here and the potential for growth, both individually and for the world here at the program. So when I hear that we're receiving support, such as these letters, these postcards, I'm receiving this package of food and custom hats. Also, behind the scenes, somebody has purchased some brand new equipment for us. Some brand new equipment that'll be absolutely leveling up the program here. Ugh. So, but the thing is, it got me thinking. The program deserves it. The program deserves support. It deserves outpouring of support. For the amount that I have done for all of you, gladly, with a smile on my face, asking for nothing in return. But it's not for me that I ask for support, for favors, for monetary gifts. It's not for me. It's for your soul. Do you really want to look at the growth that you have managed to put together here at the program? To look at the leaps and bounds that you and others have been able to accomplish since beginning your time here. You're going to look at that and you're going to tell me you're content, coasting like a fat little leech. Like a fat little leech on a buoy in the middle of the sea. Go ahead, let go, leech. Where's the next buoy? Do you even know there's not one? Namaste, please be offended, that one bit. Larry Pickle Jar, 1 bit. Wonderful. This is what I'm talking about. To leech on me and this program. To look at my smiling face as I bring you the most revolutionary tools that anyone has ever brought anyone. I reinvented a hammer in 4D space-time. And you're just going to look at that tool, and you're going to look at the smile on my face while I give it to you, and you're simply going to say, "Oh, wow, this is fun. I'm so glad I have this. Oh, yeah, I'm so glad I have this. Oh, this is good. This is good to have." Ooh, that's you, a big fat leech. And are you content with that? I'm merely holding a mirror. Don't be mad at me. Don't be angry with me. Yes, Hassan Pfeffer 4D, 4 dimensions. Don't be angry with me. I'm simply holding up a mirror in an effort to love you, in an effort to show you what I'm working with, an effort to show you not only how far you have to go, but how great you can be. You know, people often look at how great, the greats. They look at the accomplishments, the explicit, visible things that they have to show for who they are and what makes them great. But let's do it the other way, too. Let's do it the other way. Let's see how bad it was for someone. Then to get anywhere near the middle, what a gift. What an accomplishment. Greater than Muhammad Ali, greater than, the Paul brothers, greater than, any number of astronauts, certainly. They just can run a good 5K and they send them up to space. Not impressed. Am I impressed with an astronaut more than I am with, somebody who is drunk driving and realized like, oh, I'm going to go by a school zone. I better T-bone this. I better T-bone this moving truck. That's much more impressive. Much more impressive. I'm going to check in with our guest real quick to see if... I don't even know if we set up time. I guess we'll see. Let's open up the lines. Let's open up the lines. Let's open up the lines. I'm ready to open up the lines. I can't sit here in a vacuum any longer. I must communicate with you. I must commune with you all. Namaste. Let us commune. Tonight we're talking about what you can do for the program. All right, we know what the program does for you. We do. We know it. We've covered it. We covered every single stream. What I'm asking you tonight, not for me, but for your own soul, what can you offer? Namaste, caller. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
Hey, Leslie. It's Toaster. First caller of the day.
Toaster, first caller of the day. Big dog. Namaste to you. You finally did it.
Well, what do you mean finally?
What'd you say?
What do you mean finally?
You try to be the first caller and often fail.
That's not how I see it. Usually I am. It depends on what rules you go by, but by my rules, the non-bullshit rules, where you say I'm opening the lines and then the lines are officially open and then I call, I'm usually the first caller of the day by those rules.
Yeah, I mean,
The real rules.
no. Listen, no. That's. There's no rules. There's just the phone line. There's just the call. You call or not.
Well, you make the announcement for a reason. You make the announcement to announce to everyone that the lines are officially open.
Listen, someone's already tired of you. They're terminating you. Nighty night. Communal Vision, RIP in advance, Toaster. Perfect timing. Masakari, thank you so much for the bits, and thank you for letting your voice be heard, ringing through the from mountain to mountain, from sea to shining sea. Let's go ahead. I'm going to make a little... I was just messaged by our guest tonight. 708-240-8953. Give me a call. What can you do for the program? All right? We know that the program has changed your life. That's why you're here. That's why you're committed. That's why you're excited to be here in the first place. But for your own soul's sake, give back. And what can you do to give back? 708-240-8953. I'm just sending a little invite link right now to our guest. Here we go. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What is something I could call you tonight?
You can call me Will.
Will, welcome back to the program, Will. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I am doing wonderful.
Wonderful.
Feeling powerful, strong, and very large.
Well, absolutely fantastic to hear. Will, tell me, can you, I'm going to take you to task right away. Now, you're a committed explorer. You've been around the block. You've been here for a while, Will. Yeah. We've all seen your life transform. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. When I first called in, I was 190 pounds, and now I'm up to 240 of strength. My fortitude, my mental fortitude is at least increased by twofold. I've stopped losing family members and families. I've managed to stick with the one I have now for at least 3 months. And that is a record.
Wow.
And I owe it all to Explorations with Leslie Tanner.
Wow. Guys, can we get some applause in the chat, please? Can we please get some applause going in the chat? That is amazing. That I am so happy for you. It makes my heart feel so full and light to hear about your accomplishments. Now,
yes.
Will, I'm worried about your soul, though, Will. I want to ask you.
What's that?
You know, after everything that I've given you and this community has cut itself and bled for you, asked for nothing in return, what are you going to do to give back? What can you do for the program, for Explorations?
Do you have any enemies? I have psychic abilities.
Okay, continue. You have psychic abilities. What can we do with that? Enemies? Can you? We've got certain enemies that we both know about and don't know about. So, yes, continue.
Yes, psychic dogs. Invisible psychic dogs. I can put psychic dogs directly into someone's mind's eye from distance away, from as far away as 5 feet. I can put invisible dogs into the mind's eye of an enemy. Those dogs are no joke. Your enemy will say, "Hey, you get these invisible dogs out of my mind. Here's $5, Will." That's what they do to make me go away. But for you, I wouldn't go away.
Okay, I'm going to consult the chat on this. because I'm kind of on the Timothy, namaste to you, blessings to you. Timothy Toidle, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner, blessings to you tonight. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go to the chat. Now, chat, how do we feel about that? Because it's not just for me that I'm asking, all right? I'm asking for the soul. I'm asking for this community. Larry Picklejar, caller has mental powers like an X-Men. He also has a tiny penis like a sad fatso. Hey, care to respond?
I've never read a comic book before, so I'm not sure if that is accurate to the situation.
I don't think that. Here, let me. I'll reinterpret that for you. Caller has mental powers like an X-Men. So okay, he concedes that you have mental powers, but he's saying you have a tiny penis like a sad fatso, which is another word for just an obese man.
I would say I have a penis equivalent of a happy obese man.
Okay, but you're not challenging those other parts. Little penis and you're fat.
Well, I am fat as power. I used to be underweight, and I've gained more power in that, and that makes me strong. It means I have a strong, tiny penis. Very strong, tiny penis.
Can we get a poll on this?
I could do things with it right now.
Can we get a poll? Let's throw it to the audience right now, because I'm on the fence. I certainly appreciate you kind of meeting the answer of that right where it is, putting your own little spin on it, making sure we get the story correct. And I appreciate you offering your telepathic abilities. Namaste. Yeah. But I'm curious, okay, guys, is that good enough? It's good. Type 1, good enough. 2, needs to work. 1, good enough. 2, will need some work on what his contribution is tonight. 1, okay. 1, it's good enough. 2, back to the drawing board. Wow, yeah, okay, now it's swinging back towards back to the drawing board. Listen, I really appreciate that, but our enemies are out for blood. They're trying to kill us. So I'm going to need a little bit more from you on that front. I need you to do, can you do something else? Can you think about it?
I can also mentally, I can make fish appear in someone's brain, and I can do that from further away. I can stand all the way back from at least 50 feet and put fish in someone's brain. Problem is, I have to know their social security number in order for that power to work. Also, their Jedi name.
All right. This is not very impressive. I need you to think about this and take this seriously, all right?
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks so much for calling, Will. Namaste.
Yes. Namaste.
So far, not impressed. If I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Not impressed. Larry Picklejar, callers speed it up. We need to get to the guest that kept us all waiting for an hour for no reason. It was a mix-up. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you?
Hey there, Leslie. It's Borealis.
Borealis, great to hear from you. Give me. How are you?
I am doing good. I was going to wait a little bit to call, but it looked like you needed some help. The first couple callers weren't so great, so if I do my part, right?
Do your thing, girl. What's up? We're talking about contributions to the program. Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm trying to. I joined the community of Devoted Light. That helps for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Tremendous of you. Firstly, we can join the community of Devoted Light. That's honestly the least you can do, and you've gone above that. Certainly, Borealis.
It was a great starting place. Yeah, it is absolutely the least anyone could do is do that. So yeah, no, that's a good help. Actually, I was calling this to really to see what you had to say about that. What do you think I could be doing more of? I try to work the tenets into the program kind of into my everyday life. So kind of in every interaction, I'm supporting it by growing myself and trying new things out. But what have you got to say on that, Guru? Challenge me if you would.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I think you should. I like to see. So part of why this is fun. Okay, yeah. No, so there was Discord put a wait on the guest. That's why. That's why we're waiting. Okay, that's why we're waiting. So listen, I think part of the fun of this sort of thing is seeing what the explorers can come up with. So it could be sending me a piece of mail. It can be Seventh Dragon Ball sent me a bunch of all that like kind of PTSD like veteran stuff.
Oh, that was awesome.
Dehydrated food and all the like the army fatigue stuff.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was awesome. That was so cool.
Have you guys tried any of the stuff he made?
No, not yet.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it turns out. Some of it sounded really good.
I'm in the. We'll have to get Mish on here to try a lot of it. A lot of that stuff I can't have. The dietary restrictions, spiritually.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind if I ever try to send you something edible. What are some things I should try to avoid? What do you just hate, Leslie?
What'd you say?
What kind of food do you just hate?
What are things I hate?
Yeah, what kind of food do you hate?
Oof.
People always ask you what you like. What do you hate?
Olives. I hate olives.
Olives. But black and green both?
Black and green both. I can't stand them. Not good. They're trash. I would say I hate overly sweet desserts. You know what I mean? Too much sugar.
Yeah.
Get out of here. What? We don't need all that. Larry Pickle Jar, caller, do you have a meatloaf ice cream?
No, we don't actually. We don't have a meatloaf ice cream. Although I was experimenting with. Remember I was telling you about the Creole cream cheese ice cream the other night. And I was experimenting with. We were doing a show with other Louisiana vendors and these meat people from up the river over there. They had all kinds of like specialty like Louisiana meats, like Boudin sausages and all kinds of crazy stuff. But they had this tasso, which is like a smoked spiced ham kind of in like bits.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's very spicy. They'll put it in like pasta dishes and stuff down here, some of the Cajun food. But this guy gave me this tasso and it like blew my socks off. It was like so perfectly spicy, like it kind of made your nose run just a little bit, but not so hot that you had to drink some of them. I was like, this is amazing, but like, what can we do with this? And I love that like the like that salty sweet kind of like combination on some foods, like a salted caramel type situation. So I was like, well, what can we put with this? So I made some Creole cream cheese ice cream, and I like topped it with that. And you'd think it might be weird, but it was so good. It was so good. Like sweet, but then like this like savory with it. Mix the sweet with the savory. I'm with you. I don't like my desserts too sweet either.
Right. I want to listen. Here's somebody just popped up with a communal vision with an idea. And again, I'm not asking for this, but Vivrance just shared with us, Dr. Tanner, it feels like we owe you a Rolls Royce at minimum. Now, would I ask for a Rolls Royce? Am I seeking out a Rolls Royce by participating in this program and building this program? No. But if your soul feels it would be aided by granting me a Rolls Royce, then I think you owe me a Rolls Royce. You give that to me. You give, or something equal value. Namaste. Borealis, I don't, this is for you. I'm doing this for you. I want you to brainstorm. I think food is, if food is where you go in your mind when you think about this, then food it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't have dairy.
Food. Okay. You can't have dairy at all?
No dairy. No dairy for this.
Oh, so how do you do the Blue Moon ice cream thing?
I can have vegan Blue Moon ice cream. Not very common.
Oh, interesting. And we've been working on a way to do vegan ice cream that doesn't suck. It's kind of hard, but we've been working on it. We've got a few different things running. So wow, that would be cool to come out like not only with the vegan ice cream, but something that you could have.
Please.
Yeah, you never know. Oh, that would be quite something. All right, you've given me, see now there you've given me something to think about there. I like it.
We got there. We got
right.
There,
we got there.
Let those gears turn. All right. I want to leave you. Right. I want to leave the wheel. I want to leave the wheel in your hands right now. So we're gonna put a period at the end of the sentence right here. Okay.
All right. Great. Thanks, man.
Namaste, Borealis.
Namaste. Have an awesome night. All right.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Caller, do you have an ice cream flavor called Lower Ninth Ward? Its main taste palette is flood water. Namaste. Caller, we'll get to you in a second because the stars have aligned and our guest has arrived. Our guest, an esteemed guest, been here before, friend of mine, local artist. I used to know her by a different name, but a series of sort of visions and manifestations that plagued her mind and caused an absolute revolution in both her identity and her lifestyle. So tonight we are very lucky to be joined by the, she goes by SALESFORCECHILD now. She asked me to show a little bit of a presentation beforehand, and we're going to get to that after this communal vision. I can bring freeze-dried food for long-term use just in case we have one of those Branch Davidian-style sieges by the FBI and ATF. You never know where the program will go. Listen, I can't imagine something less than that. I think we're going to be in the arena. We're going to be in the same conversation as that sort of stuff. Okay? So, listen, I really appreciate that, Seventh Dragon Ball. Namaste to you. Now, guys, I was asked by our guests to show a brief video that will be Namaste, Kurud V2, Namaste to you. A brief video to sort of set the tone, sort of give us a little taste in the mouth for what we're getting into in engaging SALESFORCECHILD. Now, again, to give you a little bit of background, SALESFORCECHILD, I ran into her at a Burger King. I was getting my 2 junior hamburgers, a small onion ring, and I get the extra large soda pop because I can bring it in more undetected to get free refills when I don't buy stuff there at other times. But anyway, so I was going in there, getting my hamburger and a free refill, and SALESFORCECHILD hit me up. She kind of cornered me a little bit. I was like, "Oh, it's great to see you. How are you doing?" And she showed me this video on her phone that I'm about to show you. Absolutely flabbergasting. Really mind-blowing stuff to just get a taste of what she's been through and where her mind is at as of late. So before we bring her on, let's go ahead and bring that onto the screen right now. 5D higher self-communication meditation device prototype 2-hour session.
My heart is beating so fast.
Hello, anybody home? Oh, you're cleaning. Okay, Miss Brown.
You've sold almost 1 million.
Curiosities that may scare you.
This is what I accomplished tonight after my...
You name a Canadian?
Ooh.
Amazon holiday must-have. This first one is perfect for hosting guests over the festive season. It's a king-size bed that self-inflates and deflates in a matter of minutes, and it's just as comfy as the real thing. And elevate your holiday dining experience with this heat-resistant turntable that allows you to share 8 different dishes at once without having to move or reach from your seat.
10 years ago, I left home for the first time and started cooking in my dorm room.
Moi, j'ai été excuse me. Do you think
someone should help
One
her?
moment.
Don't fucking
talk. I'm serious. Let them. Stop allowing others to have power over you.
Their opinions don't matter. While they're talking, go after your goals relentlessly.
Because eventually they'll stop talking and start taking fucking notes.
She says she.
They can't hear us on the screen right now. They can't hear you over the video without
You don't get it.
Oh, can you hear me?
Hello? Is there anyone there? Yes.
Okay, cool. Perf, could you turn your video on?
Yes. 1 second. Oh, that's why the video part wasn't working.
Cool.
Sorry, I've never really used Discord before. So
Oh, no
I have no
problem.
idea.
It is. I would not use it unless I had to. It's very confusing. I think everything's fine. Everything's good. It's like halfway through your video right now. Once it's over, I'm gonna do a little intro and then bring you on.
Nice. Will I be able to see, because I don't see you or the stream currently. Will I be able to see that?
Yeah. Oh, share. Yeah. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
I'm not into the video. Okay, I'm gonna.
I got a couple minutes, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm just gonna run into the washroom.
Okay, I'll wait for you to get back.
Oh, we have to do that into the air. I just see the cat posing. Cute though. The ones in there, versus in there posing.
Then let it run for 2 minutes. I was deliberately heated by my mother in the microwave. Mom put me in the microwave. Mama put me in the microwave. I was deliberately heated by my mother in the microwave.
I was placed in a microwave and subjected to intense heat by my own mother.
Mom put me in the microwave. I was placed in a microwave. At the age of 28 days, I was placed in a microwave by my own mother. I was deliberately heated by my mother in the microwave. I was put in the microwave by my mother. I was deliberately heated by my mother in the microwave. I was deliberately heated by my mother in the microwave. I was deliberately heated by my mother in the microwave. I was deliberately heated by my mother in the microwave. At the age of 28 days, I was placed in a microwave. 28 days old. My mother put me
Oh ma douce France, pourquoi s'échappe I don't care, I feel that way.
Alhamdulillah, checking with me, and do your job. Earth is the name, Ben Baller did the chain, torn off for the watch.
The entitlement.
Let them all talk. Let them all make their noise. Because at the end of the day, you
What's happening?
What's your age?
Got a question for you.
Hello, can you go ahead and
Can I ask you something?
Tell us the facts.
I want you to send this to the.
Well, guys, that was the presentation that she showed me on her phone at Burger King. Really alarming stuff. Really excited to get into the meat on the bones that was just presented to our community as a special gift, certainly speaking. So, guys, please join me in welcoming local artist, friend of the program, friend of me, Leslie Tanner, as well. Please welcome SALESFORCECHILD.
Hi, Leslie. It's great to be back on the show.
It's great to have you back. It's really good to have you back.
It's great to see you from time to time at the Burger King in our town as well. I love living in our town together.
So do I. I
And,
prefer the Burger King, to be honest with you. If you want to start
to the town?
Oh, pardon?
It's the best part. It's the best part, the Burger King.
Absolutely is. It's. I would say, Burger King. I prefer. My order is Burger King. I think the Long John Silver's has gone downhill. If if my back's against the wall, I will go to Arby's. Not an Arby's guy. Just at least in our town.
Yeah, no, it's not the highest quality.
It's not, is it?
I'd like to say about my video. I don't know why you would say to the audience that it was disturbing, and that it was a lot when I showed it to you at the Burger King, because I thought that I just thought that it would be. I thought it was something that you could understand.
Listen, I said it was a lot, and let me clarify. I won't apologize, certainly, but allow me to clarify where I'm coming from. Now, before that day, I had known you by a different name. You had worn.
We don't talk about. We don't say that name anymore, though.
I won't say it. I won't dare say that name.
Good.
But listen to me when I imagine. Put yourself in my position a little bit. I knew you by a different name, wearing normal clothes. I'm not going to say you smell bad now, but smelling more normal before, which I think is a beautiful part of your transformation. But when I saw you, I just wasn't quite ready. It hit me with it. Have I come to love that video though? Absolutely. I've watched it about 5 times since you've sent me the file.
Good. That's good. That's perfect. Have you learned?
Pardon?
Have you learned from each subsequent viewing?
Are you kidding? Well, I would say what I notice is that it changes for me every single time I get to see it. It's like watching a brand new, different video. Sort of that old Zen adage that you never set foot in the same stream. More than once, more than, or you said it's different every time. And so it's kind of like that. And it's like, what's the river going to bring me now? So I guess one question I have for you, Summer, because a lot of people are wondering, they probably watched it and they're like, what the heck is even that? Take us to the day that you began getting these visions. from SALESFORCECHILD, as SALESFORCECHILD? Sure, take us back to day one of the transition, so to speak.
Well, and everything is hindsight is 2020, but the visions and the experience of becoming SALESFORCECHILD definitely actually happened before the start of this lifetime, and I've become aware of some of my earliest memories that were pre-birth, so to speak. So now that I'm aware, I do remember all the earlier visions that I just didn't have like a conscious understanding of at the time. But it was a rapid evolution around the time that I did the meditation session for the prototype of this device that I'm talking about in the video. I was contacted by a dimensional Andromedan being who kind of made messages clear to me and put them in a way that I could understand.
Wow! And there's that video that we just watched was some sort. It was a sort of an amalgamation of the original sort of transmission that you received.
Sort of. I mean, it is kind of instructions on how you yourself could receive your own transmission of a similar nature. That's why it's a prototype of a device, because we're hoping to make a device with help of angel investors that will allow just anyone, even your average Joe, to do something like this.
Average Joe? You mean any
yes.
Joe, Dick, Harry, Jane on the block can build this device that you have received instructions for?
Yes. Everyone has that potential within themselves. It's just, it's up to you, the individual, to access it.
Wow. So listen, I'm going to play devil's advocate with you here. Now, that video, that video, and it's unfortunate that you have to receive a message from a sixth-dimensional Andromedan, and you have to put it in such a paltry form as video. You know what I mean? You have to make it a 19 by 20 or 1920 by 1080 little high-def block of bullshit, sort of flattening the spirit, flattening the depth of what I'm sure was an extremely nuanced, mind-expanding message. So, but I'm going to play devil's advocate, because I got some people in my chat right now you start talking about six dimensions, you start talking about Andromeda and stuff like that. They're like, what are you fucking talking about? They're wondering what's going on with this. See, not me.
Mom,
I get it. But
that's weird.
For these, for lack of a better word, these jackals, these mentally touched in the chat right now. Could you put it in a sort of meat and potatoes sort of breakdown for that? What's going on in that video?
What's going on in the video is I am getting to a higher plane of consciousness that allows me to see and communicate with beings that we typically don't have access to in the 3D world. I'm going into a deeper type of meditative state that goes beyond the average meditative state and allows me to communicate with extra dimensional beings.
Interesting. Okay, there we go. So now we're bringing it down a little bit to earth, I think, and that's going to be maybe helpful for. I can see half the chat right now. Don't even read the chat right now because these people, they're not. They have yet to catch up with what we're.
Yeah, there are stupid questions. I know that.
Oh yeah, there certainly are, and there are stupid people. These people in the chat right now, they ask these questions, and they don't make any sense because their mind is mush, and they're waiting to be spoon-fed a different kind of mush so that they can ascend to a sixth dimension thing. Maybe it's not possible, but I believe it is. I believe we can get everyone closer to the visions and the manifestations, so to speak. So this device you're speaking of, this device you're speaking of. Well, let me back up. Let's provide a little context. I think this might help also. We're not going to be catering to the retards all night, but what we are going to do is provide a little bit of context for them to understand. Now, can you give us a little taste of who was there before SALESFORCECHILD? How did this what's this growth? What was this growth process like for you in your life?
Before SALESFORCECHILD, there was, just an average girl who experienced some good times and some bad times, and got on the right path thanks to stuff like the help of Dr. Leslie Tanner, thanks to your program and other things of that nature. It's just that, I got on the right path to such an extent that sometimes you get on, the student gets onto more advanced materials.
Absolutely.
And at a certain point, I realized I was SALESFORCECHILD, and I realized what I'd been sent here to do and all that.
So that you were mislabeled. You were mislabeled as something other than SALESFORCECHILD.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so this is a sort of that, I always was SALESFORCECHILD. Okay, now I'm understanding that a little more clearly too, because again, you showed up when I saw you at Burger King sales. It was a little alarming, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I gotta say, I'm so used to it, and it's all so normal to me that sometimes I forget that other people aren't up to speed. And it's not the first time that there's been some sort of break in communication regarding that.
Won't be the last time. Let me tell you that. It won't be the last time either. So let's go ahead and get into this device a little bit, because this device sounds so fun. It is. You just kind of, is it like a phone? Can you pick it up like a phone? Like ring-a-ding, drama-din? It's me.
No, it's not like a phone. It's like a coffin-sized tube. The inside is covered with screens like iPads and phones that are all rapidly scrolling on TikTok in conversation with sensors all over your body that tells each screen to stay on, how long to stay on each video for, based on your micro reactions, and through the trance-like meditative state that is achieved through this. That's where the magic happens.
Okay, interesting. So it's a series of screens. It's like multiple algorithms at once, and because I'll be honest with you, when you showed me on the phone, I felt like I was in a little bit of a trance.
Yeah,
I was.
And now just imagine when you're in the box.
In the box. Now so in the box. What happens to your physical body in the box? Is it painful?
Yeah, that's part of it. I mean, it's really hot in there, and the box is very cramped, and it was put together pretty quickly because I was very inspired. So there's lots of nails poking in, loose nails,
sure.
And the wood is pretty rough.
Oh yeah,
as well, and it shakes, and the air, it gets pretty suffocating in there as well because there's not really much airflow, and you have to stay in there for hours at a time. So.
Okay. So it sounds like it's uncomfortable, but that's a good thing, according.
Yeah.
to
Well,
Go ahead.
The discomfort's part of achieving the state of disconnection from your physical body. It makes it easier. It's like a sensory. Yeah. It's like the opposite of a sensory deprivation tank, but it achieves something even better.
I mean, you couldn't have written a more you couldn't have written a more Leslie-ian device in some respects. The first step of the program here is you're extremely aware of. That you put to very good use in your life. The first step of the program is relax. And by relax, what do we mean? We don't mean, taking a hot little bubble bath. We don't talk about putting little tree saps on our fingies or anything like that. What we're talking about is pure, unmitigated discomfort and pain. So, and you can let your mind run wild. And this is a spiritual exercise. It provides clarity. And I preach this all the time. And of course, you've obviously picked up on it and put it to use. And that's very exciting to watch someone that was under my tutelage, so to speak, reaching such heights. These Andromedans, are they nice? Are they fun? Are they chill? What are they like? Could you let us know? Give us a little sneak peek.
Well, the experience is going to be different based on who you are as an individual, like what kind of messages you're going to be receiving. Obviously, as such an important bearer of knowledge and wisdom, I'm receiving some pretty high-level important messaging that I don't really have the authority to speak to you on. I couldn't imagine that. I mean, it has stuff to do with, like the destiny of all of mankind and the end of the universe and stuff. Just stuff that I don't really want to spoil for those who aren't ready. But I couldn't imagine the Andromedans would be rude to anyone unless they deserved it.
Yeah, okay. So that sounds like an abuse thing to say a little bit. Like, are they mean a lot? Do they use that like to control?
No. They're very chill and laid back.
Okay. Well, not to beat a dead horse, but can you give us a little hint? That you dropped a real sweet little morsel in our laps with the destiny of humanity, and it's honestly it's got my mouth watering a little bit. Can you give us a little something, maybe something to look forward to, or anything like that?
I'll give you one thing you can look forward to. It's not going to be for a long time though, so don't get too excited. I can reveal to you that at some point in trillions of years, we will all become one living being that has no memory. So we won't actually know at that time, but just, one living being, all the trillions of people who've ever existed in Earth's history.
Interesting stuff. Now when you found this knowledge that comes to you, now I know this from my spiritual practice. I've studied under, you name it, I've studied under them, and I've learned so much about the universe through different frameworks, different religious and scientific frameworks. And honestly, it's fun to learn, right? I don't know if would you agree that it's invigorating?
Yes.
Yes, you would. Wonderful. You would agree that it's invigorating. However, sometimes it is terrifying. I have cried. I've attempted to claw my skin off at different times. I've passed out for days. I've been up for weeks. This learning process has been terrible. So I don't know if you can share, if you feel comfortable sharing this. Maybe you've transcended emotions now that you're fraternizing with six-dimensional beings. Does learning ever just hurt and scare you?
I've gotten to a point where learning doesn't hurt and scare me personally anymore, but it is something that I help my students with on a daily basis. They'll be shaking and crying and freaking out and, tearing at their skin, like you said, whenever they really open themselves up to the truth and the revelations. I'm at a point where I feel as though I've lived a million lifetimes and I can I've just lived so much that it doesn't really bother me much anymore. I've ascended to a higher plane of mastery. But I don't. There's a lot to learn still. I guess you can never learn too much.
I think that answer worried me a little bit.
Why?
This business this having transcended pain sales. Because as much as, I believe that you're up hobnobbing with these 6D fellas and whatnot and ladies and whatever they are, whatever they are. However, Sales, as far as I can tell, you are still in a human shell, a human body confined to the biology of a brain. This idea that you've transcended pain worries me.
Well, there's always the physical pain of the human body, but I'm talking about more of a psychic pain, I guess. I mean, I do experience psychic pain, but just not in the way where you get overwhelmed from learning too much. I mean, I am confined to this human body still because I have, this specific body has a mission, but I'm also living hundreds of lives simultaneously right now on this planet, so I can check in with whoever.
When was the last time you were in pain? The reason is because pain, we talk about it over here at Explorations all the time. Certainly, we've had innumerable one-on-one conversations regarding pain in the past before your transition. But this bit about pain being left out, I think we would call this a dissociation from reality.
Mm-mm.
I think so. I think so. How is it not? Help me understand.
Oh, this is a tough one. It's hard to explain to the.
Okay,
I know.
We know.
If anyone's gonna get it, you will. But I guess I would just say that I can still. It's still present. It is not dissociation because I recognize that pain should be there. It just doesn't bother me because of how much I know and the point that I've gotten to. I've gotten to a point where it doesn't bother me, but I do recognize that it's there. Therefore, it is not dissociative.
Okay, well, I'll put maybe I'm just like an old father figure sort of teacher situation where I don't like seeing my students speaking all this stuff, and it makes me worried. So I'll set that aside for a moment. You're an adult. You're living fully and certainly achieving tremendous things. So give us, what are you doing for money these days?
Well, all of my income just comes from my students, basically. My income comes from my students. They pay for the classes and they pay for the lessons. They pay to live with me and all that, and I make a lot of money over that. And then as well, my housing where the students and I live together, there is quite a few of us, is paid for by Salesforce. So they don't pay me though. They never given me any, but they do.
Okay.
They do take care of the facilities for the research because the research is important to them.
Certainly. Okay. So how many students are you up to? That's pretty exciting.
Full-time live-in, 24.
24, nice. How much are they paying?
$100,000 every 2 years.
Are they having sex with each other yet?
No, I don't permit that sort of stuff.
I know. I saw that you mentioned, not to say that they can't fuck still, but you mentioned that in your group that as soon as they enter your tutelage, no one gets a gender.
Yeah.
No one gets a gender. You're the only one with a gender. I love that. Can you give us a little bit of insight into that?
I just think it's too personal, and I don't like them thinking of themselves as being able to run around and do whatever the hell they want. It might be controversial, but I just think that if they're going to be seriously studying, they don't need a gender. They don't need to be thinking about stuff like that or doing stuff like that.
Okay.
If they want to take their studies seriously.
It's like no T-ball.
I've earned the right to have a gender.
Wonderful. Yeah, I love that. Okay, very cool. And that's honestly worth it just for the power, in my opinion, because you got them in under your wing a little bit, and you got to put your thumb on them somehow.
And I think that's the best way to do it. I mean, like, I don't really, like you said, like, it is possible they still could be having sex behind my back, and I don't know about it, but like, that's harder to enforce.
I'll bet they
it's
are.
easy to enforce that they don't have a gender. Well, if I would be pretty pissed if I found that out, so they better hope that that's not the case.
What would you do? Let's say hypothetical situation, because you got to prepare for this kind of stuff. Hypothetical situation, you're going downstairs, get a feminine little treat because you have a gender and you enjoy the little feminine treat. Maybe it's a dilly bar or something. I've always thought dilly bars had a little feminine flair to them with that little thing in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you agree with me on that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or maybe not a dilly bar, or something else similar. But let's say dilly bar.
An ice cream treat.
Ice cream treat with a little feminine flair. You walk into the kitchen, and on the kitchen table, you see two of your children just annihilating, not chill, not like hand up the shirt, just there. It smells like poop. I'm imagining. What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, there would definitely need to be like a disciplinary session and lesson with all of my students. I would wake everybody up and get them down to the conference room for an emergency session for sure. And the perpetrators of the act would definitely be made example of. They would be the center of the lesson, I would have to say.
So okay, yeah. So we're talking about like a struggle session almost, like humiliation.
Yeah, but it goes deeper than just humiliation.
Interesting. Okay. So not just sort of bludgeoning them with shame. How does it go deeper? By the way, in my mind's eye, they're still naked, and they still probably have like poop,
yes, absolutely,
like on the back of their thighs, and like a little bit of blood, maybe.
Absolutely. How does it go deeper? I think we can make it go deeper by, I would tell them that this has regressed them in their learning to a certain degree, that they have to like start over from the beginning. Like it's as if it was their first day back in the academy. They would have to go right back to square one.
Okay. Yeah, that's a start. I think making them the focal point, I think the shame could be, because you already got them genderless, which I think is terrific. I think that's an amazing first step as soon as they're in the door. But then they're putty in your hands at that point. I think that shame can really, I don't know. Have you ever thought about giving them a spanking?
Yeah, I mean, I'll leave that to the other students. Do get so passionate that I think they would put matters into their own hands, which is more humiliating than the master.
Give them batteries
for sure.
Give the other students batteries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I think in this situation, I could see some of my other students getting so upset that they use physical force without me even having to tell them to, which is great because it knows that I have some real loyal people on my side.
Absolutely. That's tremendous. Listen, I mean, the last time we talked, you didn't have students even, did you?
Not really. Casually, maybe, but nothing serious.
Casual. Okay, so just kind of like a casual disciple hanging out because they feel your vibe. Not like a formal, you strip them of gender, change their name. They don't have like little battery welts for jacking off behind your back or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, like casual is just like they're still living like their life outside of this. Like this isn't the most important thing to them. They haven't devoted themselves to it yet. which I have many casual students outside of my full-time live-in students as well.
Certainly.
Who hope to become full-time live-in students eventually, I would think.
Well, here's to hoping. Here's to hoping. Listen, this is been a tremendous development. I would like to think that explorations played a little hand in the development of this new school, this new technology, the sort of spiritual technology. It's all the things that we talk about here coming into practice. Really, would you say that this would have been possible without the tools of explorations?
No, because that's like, I had to get onto the ground floor before I could do stuff like this. I had to first start, like, you took me from being someone who didn't even have like basic self-esteem, who was like a depressed loser, so to speak. No offense to anybody out there, but someone who was like lowest
you don't have
of
to
the
apologize
low,
to them.
and
It's
then
okay.
yeah, well, I don't know, lowest of the low to a normal person, and then once I became a normal person, I was able to, go way past that. So if I had never learned the fundamentals, I don't know where I would be today.
Oh, this makes my heart so full and so light. Your words have put a gust of wind in my sails in a metaphysical sense.
In your sales force.
Yes, wind in my sails force, and I'm so excited to explore the technology that's burgeoning out of your adventures within Salesforce and within the vehicle of SALESFORCECHILD. Now, listen, I don't mean to keep you all night, Sales, but before we wrap up, could you tell the chat, if they're looking for more, maybe manifestations of your visions, or maybe a place to get started under some of your, I would consider them to be an additional thing to explorations, supplementary maybe. Where if someone's ready, where do they begin?
Where do they begin aside from my own, like, becoming a student of me?
How do they become a student? Like, how do we find you? How do we get started on that journey towards the Andromeda technology?
Well, if you want to, I would recommend becoming a student of me first and really just following my teachings, taking them to heart and listening to my talks and all that stuff. But
Sure.
If you want to take it to the next level after that, I would say, you can buy a PDF of the instructions to make the box for me, which I'll send to you if you want to make one on your own time for your own self and get your own messages. I'm also working on a altarpiece, a giant altarpiece for full and part-time students to use in their spiritual explorations. There's a lot of big stuff coming in the Salesforce Dreamforce world.
Namaste. I love that. It makes me so happy to see. I won't call you happy. You don't seem happy. I think it would be wrong to call you that. Would you agree?
Yeah, happiness is kind of childish.
Exactly.
For emotion.
Yes, I couldn't agree with that more. I won't call you happy, but it makes me so it makes me happy. I'll own that childish term to see you so actualized, Sales. And I want to thank you for
Leslie.
Thank you for spending so much time with us tonight.
It is absolutely my pleasure. I love to come and go back to my roots and talk to all these. Actually, just you is the only one I've talked to, but talk to these lovely people who remind me of the life that I left behind.
Of course. We love to see one of our own just branching off, doing their own thing. So, again, thank you so much for spending time with us again. Hopefully we can hear a little more of your exploits a little further down the road.
Thanks.
Namaste to you. Guys,
Namaste.
Namaste. Guys, stick around a little bit. We're going to take a little 5-second little reset and open up the lines to discuss our theme tonight. What can you do for explorations? I've cut myself and bled for you. I am tired of watching your souls wither. It's not for me that I ask for these things. It's for you. So namaste, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Let's go ahead and reset. And thank you so much again, Sales. Namaste.
Thank you all. Have a great night.
Have a wonderful evening. Make sure. Am I muted? Yes. Okay, I think I'm muted. Hold on. Let me sit. Can the chat hear me right now? God damn it. I don't even know why. 1 second.
Thanks for having me on again. Oh. Yeah. I just accidentally said that the stream went bad to Discord. I don't know how I did that. Right. Have a nice evening.
Can you hear me? You can hear me. We can't hear you. You can hear me. Hear me now. I don't know what's going on with my fucking audio right now. I am far too stupid to understand what the fuck any of that was about. Namaste, Mr. Hyde. So yeah, and SALESFORCECHILD and I discussed that a lot of people weren't going to be able to understand a lot of that sort of thing. So listen, I will say feel bad. If you're stupid and you didn't get it, you should feel bad. We can hear you now, unfortunately, says Larry Pickle Jar. Always the wit. Always that little, always got to spit venom. Love that. Namaste to you. So listen, that was SALESFORCECHILD. Go ahead and click the link that pops up into the chat now and again to click, just to see what all the SALESFORCECHILD business is about. Determine for yourself. Is this coffin real? Is this box real? Are we talking to someone who is talking to sixth-dimensional beings, or is this young woman having a psychotic episode? We'll find out in the future. Namaste. But for now, let's go ahead and open up the lines. Let's go ahead and open up. I need to speak to you. I need to get these lines open. I need to speak to you. Where's it at? There it is. There we go. Namaste. 708, and we already got one. This is so exciting. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
Hi, Leslie. It's Alex again.
Alex, great to hear from you, Alex. How you doing tonight?
I'm delightful, man. I got so many feelings. I got so many feelings about all of that.
What kind of? Let's get into the feelings then, Alex. What kind of feelings are we dealing with?
Okay, first of all, I think the word comes to mind is exalted. It feels really good,
Exalted.
Yeah,
That's exciting
right?
to hear.
Like the color gold.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I was definitely feeling that, but I do have some questions.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. What kind of questions?
I mean, if this is not the appropriate time to ask questions, I can hold off.
Nah, go for it. I do want to get to the theme tonight, but
okay,
let's split our time. Let's do a couple questions, and then we'll get to the theme.
Well, I mean, maybe that relates to the theme though, and now I feel silly.
Don't feel silly. You can keep going, bud. I'm so glad that you called.
Well, okay, I'm really excited. I have tonight off. Doesn't normally happen. So but the questions that I have. She said that all memories are going to be gone, right? Like when you reach the final level,
right?
All your memories are going to be gone. Yeah. What is a memory then? And what does it mean to not have it?
What is a memory, and what does it mean to not have it?
Yeah.
Well, do you remember anything from the past that isn't happening in the present? Do you remember the beginning of this conversation?
I mean, I can, but is it the exact thing that happened? I don't know.
I don't understand. Is that? Are you saying is that the same faculty of what she's talking about?
No, I mean, I was just okay. Sorry. Listen, I'm sorry if this is off topic and it's too far gone, and but it's like it just struck me, and I'm just like, what does it mean to not have everything that we collected over time? All the memories that we have are like what we are in a sense. So if we were to lose that, what are we gaining?
I think I'm going to put my SALESFORCECHILD hat on a little bit and say that would be a limited way of thinking of what you are.
That makes okay.
But I would say, but one thing, and this is what worried me about SALESFORCECHILD is, okay, so Larry Picklejar says, this is the worst show ever. Okay, well, thank you so much, Larry Picklejar. I really appreciate you chiming in. As always, really appreciate your little gust of sunshine. Of course, thank you. Namaste. Now, let's go ahead. She talks about this sort of stuff like it's already going to happen. She talks about this stuff, and maybe it will. I don't know. I'm just a fucking guy, right? I couldn't tell my ass from a hole in the ground a lot of the time. These things are dictated to me. I can't read. This caller needs to take off all their clothes so that their toes can hear God better. That's from Vertical Mammal. Any response?
I gotta say, I didn't think about that. My feet have definitely been, like how much energy and heat come out from your feet just in general. So I was thinking about that, but getting completely naked, that's just taking it even further, and whatever it takes to hear God, I guess, right? Or see?
Yeah, okay. So listen, I would love for we're gonna move on a little bit because SALESFORCECHILD she laid a lot of real dense bombs. I definitely want to devote time as the show goes on to picking that apart and making sure that we understand it from a Leslian perspective. Because that's what's important here is not that we just emotionally resonate, not that we take it for what, take it on its own word. We have to understand it within the context of the program that birthed the thing that she's talking about. Okay, but we'll get to that. For now, though, I want to talk to you, Alex. What can you do for the program? Put it point blank.
Whoa, okay.
Larry Picklejar with a communal vision, actually, first. Caller needs to take off his clothes so God can point to his dick and say, ew, gross. Is it supposed to be that small? Any response?
Is it that's what she said? Would that be the right? Okay, nope. Okay, that's not it. Yeah, humbling experience, and I'm always down for that.
Okay, that's a good enough response. Yeah, especially for the likes of Larry Picklejar, who just likes to throw his shit against the wall, and project, I don't know, some sort of and you've been terminated. Namaste.
Namaste.
708-240-8953. It's free to call. Call me up. We're talking about what you can do for the program. All right, let's brainstorm. I'm not gonna baby bird these ideas in your mouth tonight. Okay, I'm going to push you. I'm going to push you, push your mind, push your heart. All right. I don't want to see you sucking on the teat, and while the teat shrivels up, which it won't because it's me. While instead of the teat shriveling up, it's you. It's your whole body and your soul. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you?
My name's Ham.
Ham, good to hear from you, Ham. How you doing? Welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Leslie.
Let's talk, Ham. What's life been like lately?
I just want to say that I really appreciated what Salesforce had to say, and the thing that really struck with me was the sacrifices that people made because they believed in her vision, and it just really spoke to me because the whole theme was, what can we do to help the program? What can we do to help make your vision come to fruition, to make everyone realize what the program is all about? And I really just want to do more to help. I want to make those same sacrifices that Salesforce is talking about, that we all have to make sacrifices to make the program come to life in more people's lives.
Now that's true, and that kind of really gets to the core of our night. So let me just take you right to task, Ham. What kind of sacrifices are you willing to make? So some examples. Explorers have sent me mail. They've sent me food. They've sent me gifts. They've sent me custom clothing. What are you prepared to do for your own soul in the coming weeks to give back to the program, just to give yourself a life vest in these trying times?
Salesforce talked about how people in her program were committing a very, very disgusting act. And my concern when we get to the compound is that more of these people are going to want to commit such acts of degradation in front of everyone to ruin the whole point of the program. My mission and what I want to do to help make sure that this isn't happening.
Night, nerdity.
I want to
continue.
I want to be on bathroom watch. Things go on in the bathroom. Things that nobody wants to know about. And I want to be there to inspect and make sure that there's nothing that is going on that is hurting the program and hurting the mission of Leslie Tanner.
So bathroom stuff. So Salesforce isn't letting people fuck in her group, and I am. So people can fuck in the bathroom. Or what are you worried about in the bathroom? What's your intuition saying right now?
It's not even just the fucking. It's the, are you properly pooping? Are you blessing God with your urination? These are things that people need to think about. It's vitally important. It's not just that we remove the waste in our life, it's how we remove the waste.
Communal vision from Stone Monster. Salesforce did what they should have done, sold. The program works. Even 6D aliens know about explorations. Well, that's the thing. That's, on one hand, it could be that she's having a psychotic break. Let's not rule that out. All right? I'm going to be honest. When I saw her, that's what I thought. But then the more,
these happen to people.
What?
These happen to people.
Sidewalk Enforcer, I bring the meat to the program, sacrificing myself to help all our female associates that are in need. You are welcome. So I think he's talking about just bringing his penis in case anybody wants to suck his penis. Ladies specifically. So what about fellas? What about, I can name 3 guys in the program right now that would want to suck your dick. Namaste, Larry. Larry just threw down 5,000 bits. Namaste to you, Larry. Blessings to you. Use a terminate. So Cherish has 5 terminations. Cherish has 5 terminations to use at her will. Cherish, you got 5. Welcome, Andrews Van Dalen. Namaste to you. So listen, you're welcome to do poop patrol, but I'm gonna need you to punch up this idea a little bit. This pitch isn't. I'm not impressed. I think you got more in you.
I mean, this is why I call, because I need more guidance. We're the followers, and I come up with ideas, but Leslie, you were supposed to temper and focus those visions. This is why I talk to you.
I mean, I give you the tools by which it can happen. Yes, I suppose I play a leadership role in that, but I'm pushing you. But listen, I can't do this part for you, okay? I can't do this part for you. Something tells me you like, the idea of watching people poop and piss, and maybe that is an appropriate, field for you to be in. But I think what I want to see is a negation of the self. I want to see a sacrifice. I don't want to see you do your hobby and with a smile on your face. That's not a sacrifice. That's an indulgence. Communal vision from sociopathogen. Caller, you can polish a turd, but at the end of the day, it's still shit. What do you think about that?
I think this is something I really need to meditate on.
Okay, well, let's sit with that. You meditate on that. You give us a call back if you have the time or the energy. All right.
I appreciate this, and I really believe in the program, and why I'm calling is because I want to do better. I know I am not enough already. Namaste, Leslie.
Namaste to you. You're on the right track, though. Keep it going. Seventh Dragon Ball caller sounds like the kind of guy that would be good at extracting a large amount of weight from men's genitalia through the tip of their penis, utilizing his various body parts. Feet, mouth, ass. I'm imagining. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
My name is P-Chops.
P-Chops? It's been a while since we heard that sweet, dulcet voice.
Well, what can I do for the program?
Let's get right to it. P-Chops.
Yeah.
What can you do for the program? You've gained so much. I've watched you, increase your power, your life force, leaps and bounds from when I originally met you.
It's been a wild and crazy time. Yes.
It has.
And I've got a lot to offer, I think, finally.
Yes, now you
so
do.
I don't even know where to start. I mean, I can offer you luxury accommodations, but I think I want to step it up further than that. I can offer you luxury.
You're my go-to guy for luxury, P-Chops. You're my go-to guy.
I'm a 2-tubber, and everybody has 2 tubs in the undersea lair that I'm building, but that's not enough to help the program. And so I'm prepared to offer you $1 quintillion. $1 quintillion for the program.
Like USD?
Yeah. because that's just a tenth of the $10 quintillion that I've got from my asteroid mining operation. So, what do you think?
Yeah, that'll do.
It'll be enough.
That'll do. Yeah, that's gonna get some stuff done. Communal vision from Stone Monster. P-Chops, get in the damn box. Learn about the aliens and shit. We need to see other planets. That's from Stone
other
Monster.
planets. Yeah. Well, the problem with the other planets is that they all suck.
Right. They aren't.
Yeah.
They're not fun.
No. They're like negative 300 degrees, or there's so much gravity that it crushes you, or whatever planetary bullshit they're pulling. Which is why I don't think we should leave for other planets. I don't think that's the way to go.
You don't think we should leave for other planets? Interesting. So you're challenging SALESFORCECHILD a little bit, because SALESFORCECHILD came on here and pretty much promised like interdimensional, interplanetary travel and existence. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, be my guest. You can do that. I'm going to spend my quintillions under the sea, where I think things are, a lot more chill than in this intergalactic stuff.
Interesting. Okay. Well, listen, let's go back to the quintillion dollars. Quintillion dollars is really going to get it done. And honestly, this is exactly the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. I want like real, actual sacrifice. I don't want you to do your best little dance in the backyard for me like you're a dumbass little toddler. I want you to give me a sacrifice. Sacrifice. That's what this is about. It's not about me. I might not even like it. It's about you causing harm to yourself for spiritual improvement. Yes, I am telling you that right now. Okay, so listen, quintillion dollars, I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's really, that's really going to get us on the right track, at least, for a while.
And
We'll buy some
it puts a
time.
dent in my budget. Frankly.
Exactly.
I can only build trillions of undersea layers with the money I'll have left over, and that's not very many.
Well,
yeah.
I cherish you, P-Chops. I do. I appreciate you, and I cherish your energy. I am so glad that, after all these years, basically, you've been with us for a couple years already, right?
I have, and at that time, the undersea layer was, just a figment of my imagination, and now it's a figment of, a bunch more people's imagination, and it'll be real too.
What kind of stuff? What kind of stuff are we doing down there?
Well, we're it's under construction, et cetera. Hydrothermal vents, deep sea submersibles, things like that. Undersea internet cables, shit like that. But
okay,
it's. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the quintillion dollars. It's not going to come in right away. But we will be mining that asteroid. We've got the interplanetary robot mining ship. It's not on the launch pad yet, but it's getting there. And once we launch, we'll get the $10 quintillion asteroid, and then you're going to get a tenth of that. And then the program will really start to give to others what it gave to me. Listen,
you're making big moves. You're one of our leading explorers. This is a very impressive plan to hear about. As I'm just about as impressed as all that that stuff that SALESFORCECHILD was saying. Again, I'm not super sure that she's not having she's just kind of off her meds or need to find the right med or something. But time will only tell as far as that is concerned. But I'm impressed with her, as I am impressed with you, because you're at least riding the wave to its end, to its consequence.
Well, I wanted to say just one more thing about the program.
Please.
If I might. Yeah. So, one of the things that was holding me back originally was that I didn't realize that I could just demand total compliance from, the people who come by my stream, the people whose brains go by total compliance with my every whim. I would not have done that if it wasn't for the program. And look at what's happened now.
It's amazing. What's funny about that, P-Chops, and I'm sure most of you in the chat will be able to relate to this, is that, you, at the beginning of asking for compliance or demanding full compliance, you're like, uh-oh, how's this going to go? Are they going to want to do this? And the answer is yes. They so badly want to comply. You just give them permission to indulge this impulse, this programming they have, and it feels good. Now that you have the compliance, then it's about, what do we do with that? What do we do with that compliance? What do we do with that responsibility?
And for me, that it leads to luxury.
I know.
That's beautiful. What we do with that compliance.
It's beautiful.
And that's what everybody needs to understand, is that compliance is luxury, and that you will experience luxury beyond your wildest dreams. So, that's worth more than a quintillion dollars.
Yeah, I'm giving you a shout out right now, because guys, if you're not following P-Chops, if you're not complying and enjoying the luxury that's involved in the truly just gorgeous, sensuous experience on that stream, then you're kind of just fucking yourself in your own ass. Now, P-Chops, listen, this has been, you're one of my most cherished, beautiful explorers. Experienced, wise. Is before we move on, is there anything else that you would like to share with the audience tonight?
Well, I just want to commend the audience for joining up. Think about what you can do. Think hard about it. Think long and hard about it. Because it's worth it.
Namaste, P-Chops. That was, I don't want to say anything to add to that. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Most welcome. Namaste to you.
Namaste. I'll talk to you very soon, hopefully.
That sounds good.
Namaste. Gorgeous P. Write to me, Leslie, P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Caller, I'm going to put you on hold because I got to piss, all right?
Okay.
All right, hold on. Sit tight. Guys, it's pee time. I got to piss. So, namaste. Now, those of you who are wondering, where do I get started devoting more to the program, to the community that has given me so much? And anyone in the chat, whether a new explorer or old explorer, can at the very least admit to themselves that this program, this community has absolutely transformed their lives. Now, how do you give back? And in giving back, you give it to yourself. How do you do that? Well, I'm going to take a piss, and I'm going to show you a little something that will show you how to give back. Just to get started, Borealis brought it up, the community of devoted light. Namaste to you all. I'll be right back. I just got a TT.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched Explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched Explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, listen, I know your time is precious, let me cut to the chase. But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light on Patreon.com. Where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials now available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. Aldi brand Kool-Aid is just as good as the normal Kool-Aid. And if you're going to be like me, Leslie Tanner, and have a warm, casual time in the summer, then I think it's important that we keep this in mind, that Aldi brand Kool-Aid is just every bit as refreshing and tasty as name brand Kool-Aid. Bottoms up. I'll show you an example.
Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints, such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Welcome back to the program, as I just said. Namaste. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Welcome, Echo Light Wave. Unspeakable welcome and blessings and namaste to you, my child. Blessings to you. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe both inside and out to unlock and unleash the power within. Namaste. Now, that was just a little sample, a little brief, a little presentation about the benefits and tools that await you, exclusive benefits and tools that await you at the community of Devoted Light. Simply type !Final Journey at any point in tonight's program to receive further instructions on how to unlock these things and unlock that power within for you. It can happen for you. Let's go ahead and answer the phone. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
Hey, Leslie. It's Toaster calling back.
Toaster!
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, I just thought I'd call back because I only got 30 seconds on the line with you before I got terminated.
Oh, yeah,
so I figured,
sucked.
Yeah, and I have just as rights as any other caller would, so I feel like I have the right to have a full phone call with you, as does everybody else.
Right. Yeah, so let's chat. Toaster, what
I just thought, yeah. Well, there was a few things I wanted to go over with you. One of them was about the guest call.
Cherish has 5 terminates, and you got 1 use.
That's not allowed.
It absolutely is allowed. Namaste, Cherish. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What's something I can call you tonight?
This is Toaster. Now just hear me out. Just hear me out. All I ask is a fair chance to plead my case.
Okay, go for it.
Now, that's fair. That's fair, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Plead
that's
your case.
Fair. Okay. So I had two things I wanted to address, and I'll just start with the first one. But actually, before I do that, I don't know. Can you hear? I'm outside on my walk, and there's like a dog barking at me. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can. No, I can't. I can hear you fine. I can hear. I
There's
can
like
hear
a little dog barking. Okay. Well, if you can't hear it, then never mind. But I'll just move on. I'll just do the first thing. Let's just get to the topics.
Yes, do it.
So
and you've been terminated. Communal vision. Namaste, Cherish. Communal vision, please be offended. Toaster, why the fuck aren't you dead yet? Interesting question. Why aren't you dead yet? 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
It's Toaster, and I hate to do this, and I feel like such a jerk hogging up the lines. But let me tell you, let me just say my piece, okay? I'm going to get straight into it.
Yeah,
okay?
For sure.
All right. Okay. The first thing I wanted to say was about the fact that I'm dying soon.
Right.
Yeah. And just before I get into that, the second thing is going to be about your guest today. So don't terminate me yet, because gotta keep everyone on the line, on the hook. So let me just get this first point out of the way. We might get some groans, but basically my suggestion is, since I'm going to die soon, I think I should be immune from termination, because I'm not going to be here much longer. So and they have like the Dying Wish foundations and stuff like that. And like maybe my dying wish could be like, no more terminations until I die. That sounds fair, huh?
You're getting a big fat fucking no from the entire chat.
I think that's fair though. Because like when people die, they get like final wishes and stuff, right?
I mean, what?
So this is my final wish.
Movies.
No, there's real charities that
but
do
like
that.
most people don't get those charities. It's not like a universal thing where you get one thing. You just die. Nobody cares.
Yeah, but if you're like on your
you've been
deathbed and
terminated.
you're like,
Namaste.
This is stupid.
So that's your answer. Well, there's your answer. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What is something I can call you?
Hey, Leslie, it's Jenna Maddock. I'm sorry I'm calling so quick after Toaster.
Don't worry, Jen. It's great to hear from you. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. I missed a lot of the show, and I was just wondering if you could give me a quick recap.
We spoke with Explorations alum, SALESFORCECHILD. And
what do they think they're going to do for the program?
You've been terminated.
Ah, frig.
Namaste. Thank you so much for those bits. Retroactive. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Cherish, you have two more. Cherish, you got two more, okay? Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Toaster. Sorry to call so soon after Jen, but
that's okay.
I feel okay. Like, okay, I get that people aren't enthusiastic about my proposal, and I feel like I could argue it in the future on a separate call. But I can see not being very well received right now, so I can just move on to my next point if that's okay.
Yep, go for it.
Okay. And after, if I can get past that
No,
point too.
terminated.
I have a fun
You're
little.
done. Cherish, you got one left. Namaste. Cherish is boxing out. In basketball, they call that boxing out. When you get in the paint and you clear it out, you own the zone. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Genomatic. I'm so sorry to call so fast after Toaster.
No worries, Jen.
Thanks. Cherish come out of pot with her Walmart paycheck tonight.
Get her ass, yeah.
A real old Larry pickle jar, huh?
Could be
Right?
OnlyFans paycheck. Maybe.
Oh, could be.
Did you hear?
That
Were
would be
you
hot.
here yesterday or on Tuesday?
Yeah, but in and out because I've got other things and I'm busy.
What was it?
Oh wait, she wanted to try OnlyFans.
She's experimenting with some adult content. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny. She has a voice that's familiar. Has Borealis Black called in tonight?
Yeah. Actually, early on, we opened up the lines because we were waiting for our guest to arrive. So.
Yeah, who was the guest, Leslie? I just.
It was SALESFORCECHILD. SALESFORCECHILD.
Oh.
Is their name.
Mm-hmm. And they know about the program?
Oh yeah. This is their second time on the show. They've been a part of the program for a while. One of my more outstanding pupils, if I'm being honest, really onto some, at the very least, onto some exciting adventures. She smells different now.
Wow.
She's talking
She got a
about
new
like
smell?
talking to 6-dimensional aliens. You might, it would be reasonable to assume that she's having a psychotic episode, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm just kind of, I'm just along for the ride with her.
Hey, Leslie. Remember that time I didn't tell you about my diagnosis?
Yeah, I was going to bring it up at some point.
It's getting close, but I'm going to open up.
You're going to open up? All right. What's wrong with you? What's your diagnosis? What's the call?
Okay. So it's called severe depression with severe anxiety. The anxiety, I'm covered in psoriasis since my father passed away.
Interesting. Okay. So severe depression,
Entire body.
severe anxiety.
Yep. Severe anxiety. I couldn't drive tonight. After work, I had to wait for 45 minutes in a CVS parking lot.
Format error
So I
says,
stopped shaking.
Communal Vision says, diagnosis boring in all caps.
Who said that?
Format error.
Format error. I'm not sure that you've ever offered anything to anyone. Not even a depressive episode.
Get his ass. Get his ass.
You're mine.
Yeah.
You're mine now. Yeah.
Now, okay, so severe depression, severe anxiety, and it's limiting your life. It's debilitating.
It's absolutely debilitating.
Okay.
And now it's coming out of my skin.
And now it's getting so bad, it's manifesting in your skin. Now, do you see this as a positive development or a negative development?
Whew. I mean, positive.
Okay.
Because it's like I don't have to hide anymore. It's just like clearly I can walk around and, but like, that poor woman.
Well, we have a communal vision from Creamy Goodness. The proper cure for severe depression and anxiety is sucking old dicks. So she should be fine.
Yeah, it hasn't been since Christmas, and it's just flared up even worse.
Well, we're testing.
Thank you,
the
Creamy
cure on-
Goodness.
Yeah, we're doing real life human trials of that. Kai Busan hitting us for the 24th. 2 years with Kai Busan. Kai, good to see you, Kai. Blessings to you. Namaste. Now, so we tested the old dick sucking hypothesis out in the field, and it came back negative.
Right.
Not an effective treatment for severe depression and anxiety.
Nope.
Okay. What else have you thrown at it?
Crying.
Crying. Okay.
I don't do that anymore.
That's a good one.
No. Leslie, I don't cry anymore.
You don't cry anymore.
Nope. Cool as a cucumber.
Okay, interesting. So, and is this a positive or negative development?
I mean, it's working. I guess it's disassociation, Leslie.
Right. Oh, now we're talking. Now
Okay.
now we're cooking with gas. Now, dissociation is that's like a for the mentally ill. That's like it's like a Jedi magic.
Totally.
You know what I mean? It
works so good.
A wave of the
I
hand
keep my
and you just
job.
stop crying. Okay, bitch, go. That's what I say.
Right. Hey, listen, I mean, you have to keep a job, right? You're going to need some sort of a roof over your head.
Yeah. Was somebody going to come wipe your ass for you? No. Got to have a job.
No. Got to have a job. Need food, right?
Yep.
At the very least for the animals first.
It's too high risk. It's too labor intensive to hunt, and it's too high risk to steal. So you got to find another way, usually with money. Yeah.
It's true. You have to be able to drive a car. You have to be able to. I'm sure a lot of the community doesn't have a car, and that's okay.
In the vast majority of places in this country, a car is indispensable.
Vital. Vital to getting somewhere to make that money. So disassociation station, I am pulled up and I'm loving it. I'm not leaving yet. I ripped up my next ticket. Staying here.
Namaste. Now, okay,
I say
so
dad
that's
schmad.
first of all,
What dad?
I think I would never want to take dissociation from you because that truly is namaste. Jojo Risen's resubbing namaste to you 10th month in a row, Jojo. My friend Brant has a new food obsession with navel born. How can I help him? I don't even know what the hell that is. Navel born? Do you know what that is?
Born? No. Can somebody Google it?
Oh, we have a psychic emergency. Please hold.
Yep.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Stone Monster 400 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, pump up the jams. Pump it up, you know you feel it, the program works. Repeat, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, pump up the jams. Pump it up, you know you feel it, the program works.
Okay, so I couldn't
We
hear
now
that.
continue with your
I'll
normal
relay
broadcast.
it. Stone Monster issued a psychic emergency. Pump up the jams, pump it up, you know you feel it, the program works. So that's from Stone Monster, a general message, emergency level of urgency, but a general message of positivity.
That was completely positive.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the most positive we've had in a long time, and I appreciate that. I think that's nice.
100%, yeah. Now, I'm not going to take I would be a fool to take dissociation out of your toolbox as a crazy person. You know what I mean?
Major tool.
I would never do that. I would never do that for any of my patients, any of my clients in my private practice. I would never do that. But one thing that I see a math equation coming up a little bit. Sociopathogen, communal vision. Nothing helps me dissociated quite like a fifth of gin and a fistful of barbiturates.
So what I hear from that, he's a gin drinker.
Is what?
He's a gin drinker.
Yep.
Leslie, what are barbiturates?
It's like in my head, it's like a super painkiller. It's a downer, right? Isn't a barbiturate a downer?
I thought those were opiates. A barbiturate is a downer too? I don't do downers.
Old
Leslie.
drugs that nobody does anymore. They're old. Nobody does barbiturates anymore.
So he's old. We also got that.
Yeah, so it's like
An
a
old
Quaaludes
person.
or something. Okay. So, okay, listen. I see a math equation popping up. You're dissociating about your father passing. Were you close to your dad?
Yes.
Okay. So you were sad about it.
I was so sad that I didn't even cry at the funeral.
Okay. Okay. So I'm not saying not to dissociate because I think that's a positive thing. It's keeping you up, alive, walking. That is the most important thing.
Yeah, I couldn't walk into CVS for 45 minutes. I started to try, but my legs were shaking so bad I couldn't make it. Sometimes you have to give disassociation. Like, sometimes you stop disassociating and you have to give it a minute.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
You know?
Something starts coming up and you gotta re-bolster the defenses. And you know what? Don't feel bad about this 45 minutes. I knew a guy who couldn't go into CVS unless it was I think it was an even numbered day situation. Spent most of his life homeless. Nice guy, but honestly, like, you're doing better than him.
You know why?
Why?
I'm into odd numbers, Leslie.
Because what?
And that's true. I'm into odd numbers. Don't trust anybody into even numbers. That doesn't even make sense. You're just going to go round and round and round and round. You gotta odd it out. Odd.
So, listen, the psoriasis, though.
Yeah.
When you're too powerful, a dissociation, which you are, you're powerful. I won't say you're too powerful, but when it starts, when the power gets greater than, you can handle, sometimes shit like that starts happening. Psoriasis. So.
Never in my life had it.
Keep
it's all over my body.
Bottled up. Communal Vision, 100 bits. Thank you so much, Hassan Pfeffer. Sometimes you fall off the dissociation horse for a few minutes and you have to just get right back on again.
Isn't it true?
It's true.
And I did. I sat in my car and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Disassociate. You have to go in there. You've got to get that money order to pay the magisterial court. You've got to buy a pen because you don't know where any of your pens are because you live half in the car and half in the hotel. And I calmed myself with that.
Now this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. The harsh negative reality of pain and discomfort is actually one of the more grounding things. So when people swoop in and they say, in supposed empathy, they say, I wish you would just, do away with how you do things. I wish you would stop seeking out the pain and discomfort that keeps you afloat, that keeps you moving. I think what they're doing is the opposite of empathy. They want to hurt you. The people that want you to relax in that way, they want to hurt you. But the way that you're talking about, it's finding relaxation. It's finding relaxation in the pain. It grounds you. It clarifies you. You can go into the CVS and get some pens. Now, this is the program in work, and this is beautiful.
And I said, just leave the feelings behind, okay? Stop hyperventilating, right? Because you exist and life is shit. So what you're going to do is you're going to listen to your audiobook for 45 minutes. Hope the cops don't pull over because there's a warrant out for you.
Right.
And walk on. Walk on. And the program definitely taught me that. Taught me patience. That my disassociation will work. And life is shit. And people are shit.
Listen, you're doing great. You're doing great, Jeff.
It's getting better.
100 bits. Namaste to Stone Monster for the Communal Vision. Calling Jen Odd to the main stage Get your Dollar General gift cards ready, fellas.
Okay, you know what? It was one time I talked about Dollar Tree. By the way, Dollar Tree. And everybody's got to eat, you know?
Yeah.
You got to eat.
Dollar Tree's got good snacks also, so.
Well, that's the whole point. There's good snacks. You can get Monsters there for cheap, like different energy drinks, the Mountain Dewsers, burritos. I don't know.
Yeah, you Chef Boyardee, chips. You can get like Dinty Moore beef stews.
Oh, my dad used to call that Daddy. What did you call it? Daddy stew, and like he tried to make it one time, and we were like, no, that's dog food. It's dog food. It wasn't. Oh, he called it Daddy Chow Chow, and you know what? Actually, that name was perfect.
Yeah, sure, Daddy Chow Chow. You get some Daddy Chow Chow. Well, listen, I don't want to get too far off from. Listen, the strength that you're exhibiting should be commended. It should be celebrated. Now, if you want to do anything about that psoriasis, that's a different subject. That's going to require maybe a little bit of dance moves, a little bit of jazz dance, a little swing dance. I might have to cut a rug for that one. But
I did it yesterday. I went straight. I went straight. Leslie, this is important. So I go in and I'm like, all right.
Camille Vision from, hold on one second. Camille Vision from Vixen Vina.
Yeah.
Dollar Tree has cheap pregnancy tests.
Yeah, $1. Can you imagine going in there and paying $1 to find out if you're pregnant? It's going to be pretty accurate. So
I would,
just as good.
I mean,
there's a guy now.
You got to do it. You got to do it. It's your life kind of sucks. You're not off to a good start on this new adventure of having a child, but you got to do it. You got to do it. You know, people are poor everywhere. Being poor is bad everywhere, but at least you got to do it. You got to be.
Isn't everybody poor in some way? You know?
I mean, you want to get into that. Now, go ahead, say that last thing, because we're going to have to move on in just a second.
Leslie, I want to know the day that you tell us about your healing. You know, I feel like you're so giving to all of us, but yet you haven't told us perhaps what you faced. And maybe we might like to hear your path, because as the guru, that might teach us a lot. Do you think you'll ever be ready to do that, Leslie?
Oh, yeah. It's not quite a matter of ready. It's more of a matter of putting it in terms that could be commonly understood by the, there's some people in the chat right now that are just...
Are they getting angry?
Not. No. I'm stalling to not say just the word retarded, but there's some people in the chat that are just, they are lacking some tools, let's just say. And it's mainly just, it's a feat to put my life in words in terms that they can understand.
I believe that should be for the beacons. By the way, Leslie, I'm going to have to change that address because I've never gotten a postcard. That's okay. Because, my address.
Have you never gotten any postcards?
Nope, nothing.
Can you Can you message me your address?
Well, it's changing again on Sunday.
Updated on Patreon?
Sure. Or my mom's holding them. She's probably looking at them, enjoying herself.
Probably. Moms love this shit.
Yep. Probably just fucking sucking back vodka, just loving it, trying to hold an empty pillow on an empty side of a bed, just looking at the postcards. And maybe it's for the best.
Well, listen, I got to get you these postcards. All right, Jen? We got to fix that. We got to fix that pronto. So just send me an address so I'll send you, I got extras. So you just send them. You send me the address.
All right, Leslie.
Yep.
A pleasure. Thank you for spreading the word and taking care of all of your pupils. It's so appreciated. I am definitely nailing it because I'm out there marching, dude. I'm out there marching.
Namaste
and I brought
you.
I'm bringing people to you.
My apostle.
Don't worry about that.
My apostle, my disciple. Namaste to you, Jen. Thank you so much for everything that you do for the program.
Namaste, Leslie. Namaste.
back to the theme. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I could call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, this is Borealis again. Sorry to call back on the same show, but I didn't want Toaster to call back, so
your box
give
of
us all a
Toaster
break.
out. Okay, well, Cherish has got one more termination in the chamber, so we're covered at least one more time.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Well, that's good. Well, I've really been enjoying the show tonight. I like the caller your guest was really interesting.
Yes, she is. She's very interesting. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Young
I'm intrigued about like that fine line between madness and genius. I think it is very possible, as you pointed out, that she could just be, batshit crazy.
Oh yeah. Sure.
but either way, it's still like really awesome.
Communal vision from Foolish Mofo. How come all the women that call in sound the same?
Oh, I don't know. I'll tell you, my accent's all over the place right now because I'm working on this crazy character at the theater. So, and it's like she's like an old Jewish woman from Queens, and then like I live in the South. So I actually listened to myself the other night after a call, and I was like, oh my God, like I don't even recognize myself. I sound like I'm from everywhere.
Can you give us a little taste of the accent?
It's a little of the accent. Yeah, sure. We're working on this play. It's called the Cemetery Club. And my character her name is Lucille. We're three middle-aged women, and we're all widowed, and we go once a month to visit our husbands in the cemetery. And,
okay, so you're dropping the R's at the end.
And you get a little nasal, a little bit high up there in the nose. Yeah, exactly. I'm moving there, and then, but I also feel a little bit. I don't know. As I get into this character, she's a little more Anne Bancroft from back in the day. I don't know. Mel Brooks's wife. She's quite a looker back in the day, but yeah, so I'm very, very New York, and then but then New Orleans has its own crazy accents too. So, but I forgot I was gonna do. Somebody had asked about my audition piece. I think Mindy knew a couple weeks ago, and I happened to have it up, and I just wanted to know if you wanted to hear it.
Give us 1 second.
The piece I got the role with.
I'll set the stage for you. Hold on one moment.
Okay, the piece I got the role with. Yeah.
Now, this is something that we've been working up to for a while now. This is something Borealis Black called a couple weeks ago and mentioned that she is involved in local theater in her local community. They're putting on it's called, what was it? The cemetery? So what was it again?
The Cemetery Club.
The Cemetery Club. So,
yeah,
she plays an old Jewish woman in it. She was auditioning for the part. I don't know what this audition piece is gonna be, but to get a little peek behind the scenes, I think we can depart from the theme a little bit longer. Borealis, whenever you are ready, you may begin your performance.
Okay. All right. Well, so just to set it up a little bit, this was a long monologue from an album I used to listen to when I was a kid. It was actually a bunch of really famous actors from the time. It was the 70s. So they got together and did this it was like a comedy, but it was like for kids things. They had like Mel Brooks and Diana Ross and Marlo Thomas. Like a lot of really famous people were in it. But anyway, so this is from that. It was a monologue that Carol Channing did.
Let's go.
Okay, scene. There are times when we happen to be just sitting there quietly watching TV, when the program we're watching will stop for a while, and suddenly someone appears with a smile and starts to show us how terribly urgent it is to buy some brand of detergent, or soap or cleanser or cleaner, or powder, paste, or wax or bleach to help with the housework. Now, most of the time, it's a lady we see who's doing the housework on TV, she's cheerfully scouring a skillet or two, or she's polishing pots till they gleam like new, or she's scrubbing the tub, or she's mopping the floors, or she's wiping the stains from the walls and the doors, or she's washing the windows, the dishes, the clothes, or waxing the furniture till it just glows, or cleaning the fridge or the stove or the sink with a light-hearted smile and a friendly wink. And she's doing her best to make us think that her soap or detergent or cleanser or cleaner or powder or paste or wax or bleach is the best kind of soap or detergent or cleanser or cleaner or powder or paste or wax or bleach that there is in the whole wide world. And maybe it is, and maybe it isn't. And maybe it does what they say it'll do. But I'll tell you one thing that I know is true. That lady we see when we're watching TV, the lady who smiles as she scours or scrubs or rubs or washes or wipes or mops or dusts or cleans or whatever she does on our TV screens, that lady is smiling because she is an actress. And she's earning money for learning those speeches that mention those wonderful soaps and detergents and cleansers and cleaners and powders and pastes and waxes and bleaches. So the very next time you happen to be just sitting there quietly watching TV and you see some nice lady who smiles as she scours or scrubs or rubs or washes or wipes or mops or dusts or cleans, remember, nobody smiles doing housework but those ladies you see on TV. Your mommy hates housework. Your daddy hates housework. I hate housework too. And when you grow up, so will you. Because even if the soap or detergent, cleanser, cleaner, powder, paste, or wax, or bleach that you use is the very best one, housework is just no fucking fun. I had to put that a little bit in there myself. So children, when you have a house of your own, make sure that when there's housework to do, you don't have to do it alone. Little boys, little girls, when you're big husbands and wives, if you want all the days of your lives to seem sunny as summer weather, make sure when there's housework to do that you do it together and seen.
There's a communal vision during your piece that said, it was from Vertical Mammal, it said, abolish community theater.
So, we talked about it. It's one of the 5 great wastes of time, right?
It is. I think
Yeah.
I love it. It's being there among among the others in your community. Really embodying that level of mediocrity is truly it's truly a spiritual experience, in my opinion.
Completely.
Because I've done some community theater. I've been around the block. Borealis Black is a ray of sunshine and my absolute favorite right now. She's intelligent and funny and does more for the program than she knows. Also, I hired a cleaning service because I'm rich.
Nice.
Mary Lou and Borealis becoming friends in real time. I love this. I love this energy. Now,
I love it.
Now, Borealis, I want to thank you for your performance, though, tonight. I want to thank you for performing. It was, a lot of people want to fight. They fight that level of performance because, and they dislike community theater because they're afraid of what's inside of them, because they're resonating with the level of skill that they see in front of them. They resonate with it, and they know that is them, that you are that every single person who complained, and that's why they lash out at you instead of lashing out at themselves. Basic projection, and you love to see it. You love to see the pus being squeezed from that abscess. Namaste.
Absolutely. Namaste to you, Leslie. I would love to hear sometime about some of your community theater escapades. This sounds awesome.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you about it sometime. I don't even know if I remember the names of the plays, but
even better.
I did it because I was bored and it was fun at the time. It was very fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
But listen, namaste to you. You've given us much. Now I think normally I was speaking with a guy that likes watching people piss and shit earlier, and he said he would be willing to do that as a sacrifice for the community. Now, my main contention with that is that he enjoys that, and I need him to sacrifice for the community in order to feed your soul for that which you gain. You gain so much by being here, so you need to do something that hurts yourself for me and the community. So, but in your case, you enjoy that. But I feel differently than with this guy that likes watching women pee or whatever that was. This, I think what you're bringing to the table is your heart's glowing, but I can see that it's causing a great amount of dissonance with about half the people, and the other half of the people are really enjoying it. So I want to say you found a gift, weirdly enough, because it's causing harm, and I want to thank you for that.
And as a byproduct, it's great I get to enjoy it as well.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
How about that? Well, look, I'm going to continue to try to find ways that I can give back to the program, right? That's not what the program can do for you. That's what you can do for the program.
Yes.
I'm committed. Yeah, I'm trying to commit myself to that. Oh, and I don't know if you saw some of my fanfic art I put up in the Discord. So
Not yet,
this,
no.
I don't have much talent. It's just a little thing I threw together. But I've got something much better than this that I'm going to have to show you, I think, before too long. That I've strong-armed my husband into. He's actually an artist. But this is for fun. This is for fun, just to show I'm always thinking of you. I'm thinking of all of my fellow explorers. And namaste to you all. Keep fighting the good fight, even if it's just for the hell of it.
Namaste to you, Borealis. Truly, Mary Lou said it well. A ray of sunshine. Namaste to you. Thank you for being so generous with yourself tonight.
All right. Thanks, Leslie. You have a great night.
Namaste. Wonderful. Wonderful to speak to Borealis. Cherish, you got one more. We got like 2 more callers. Weird Paul rating with 78. Holy freaking moly. Namaste to Weird Paul. Weird Paul. Namaste to all the raiders. Hey, one moment, caller. We've just been raided with a real beefy one. Namaste to all of you raiders. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, a personal power program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the ultimate power within. Yes, the power that you possess as we speak to each other right now, but a power that you've spent your life afraid of. You've been running from it. You've put any manner of things in between you and your power. But this program is about getting rid of those things. It's about using the 4 basic tenets of this program to get back to the core, absorb the consequences of reality, the reality of your power, and unleash it upon the world. Unleash it, namaste. Anonymous user subbing for gifting one for Weird Paul. Namaste. Weird Paul, how are you? Paul, what's up? What is up, my bud? How are you? How tall are you, Paul? I need to know that. Because I had an instinct to say my little bud. How tall are you? And also, what was the stream like? What was the stream like, huh? I love Weird Paul as well. Namaste. My license says 5'6". Okay. Well, I'm 6'7", so I could probably carry you. I could pick you up and carry you like a little baby. So, no disrespect intended. Short king power, of course. Namaste. Well, but not really, right? Not really. Blessings to you, Weird Paul. What was the stream like, though? In all seriousness. What, did you guys have fun up until the end? My wife can carry me, and she's shorter than me. Oh, well, namaste to that strong broad. Blessings. Blessings to your household. Your stream was fucked. Namaste. They can't all be good, huh? They can't all be good streams. Certainly I know that. Certainly we all know that. Any streamer worth his salt knows that they can't all be good. Sometimes they are stinkers, and the vibe fucking sucks. Namaste. Oh, it was great. Okay, interesting. Drewsif Neuro, namaste to you, and thank you so much for that sub. blessings to you. Very, very generous of you. Well, guys, listen. This is the personal power program that is the ultimate personal power program that guarantees to unlock that which is inside of you that can be unlocked. If it's there, I'm going to do it. I'll cure your mental illness along the way. I'll give you the ability to make more money than you could ever imagine. The ability to fuck better than you've ever thought of. We're going to have you doing crazy stuff with your pussy or your penis by the time you're done here. Just go ahead and smash follow and get into those channel points where you can guide our collective and your individual exploration. Namaste. Now, we do have a caller on the line I'd love to speak to. I think I know who this is. Caller, welcome to Explorations. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
It's Wiki Wiva. Hey there, Guru.
My Wiki Wiva. Namaste to you, Wiki. How are you doing tonight?
I'm having a really good one there, boss. And we were good there, Coach.
Gorgeous.
Good night.
It's gorgeous to hear your voice.
It's gorgeous to see you on the screen. You'll always put on a program.
Oh, I do my best. I do my best for you, Wiki. I think you're worth it. I think, not only who you were and who you are and who you continue to become are worth it. Watching this blossom happen in real time has been nothing but a dessert, a little treat for me.
I would say that since joining this program, things have just turned all around. It was from the bottom of the dirt. No, man, I'm sitting on the treetop eating apples. I'm just eating apples now. It's all good from here.
Now, Wiki, tonight we're talking about what you can do for the program. Now, you give a lot with your musical gifts, your musical talents, and certainly that benefits all of our lives every time we get to behold it. However, what I'm looking for is a sacrifice from the followers. I'm looking for people to harm themselves for the program, essentially. It doesn't have to be a grand sacrifice. It doesn't have to be anything, physical. It doesn't have to be anything at all. But what we're working towards is that's how is manifesting a new kind of sacrifice for the program, for your own soul, Wiki.
Why?
No, I know you love singing the songs, but I'm thinking of, I'm trying to think of something else for you. What does anything come to mind, Wiki?
Well, I think all good things, like even liberty to do the things you want, like explorations, they need a little bit of, you're going to have to, the tree of liberty is not spilled without some blood. And I mean that in a metaphorical sense, and maybe in a reality sense. You take your brain out and slam it around every week, and we get all them juices, and we soak in them. How are we going to keep the program going? I think we lesbians need to have a signature move. And I think everybody needs to give a pinky toe. Have just a big box of pinky toes. You could tattoo each name on the pinky toe, and you have them up on somewhere in the and then when people know they see us coming, because we're missing one pinky toe. That's the Wesleyan way. And I just think it's an idea. People can actually give up a pinky toe. And they give up that pinky toe and they know they've committed to commit. It's just over. They've joined the next level. Now, what you're doing in pinky toes is your own personal thing, sir. But I think once they come in that compound, it's a chop.
You think we should have, if we're going to go that route, we should have some sort of little ritual, I'd say, Wiki.
That's a little bit, that's up to you. We'll have to come up with that in the compound. We could have a little pinky toe room.
I think
some of that music going, hey, ba-ya, like some,
something like Aktung Namdi, where draw some fucking shape on the ground, some that sort of thing, you know what I mean? Maybe we could get, what's a shape that no one else has? Not a popular
toe.
shape.
A pinky toe shape.
Okay. Yeah. Pinky toe shape written in like blood on the ground. Get some candles. Yeah, maybe like a little smooth jazz in the background.
Yeah, spray paint. You know, we can spray it out. We can spray it on the sand, different colors.
Yes. Wow. Pinky toe. I mean, I wouldn't say that I would love having a bunch of pinky toes, but I would like it. I would prefer it. I would prefer to have a box full of pinky toes. I don't know if I wouldn't look at it and say that I loved it, but I would like it.
I mean, you got a box of pinky toes. You can say, at the end of everything, you can look up and say, you know what? Look at all those pinky toes. Look at all those people who climbed up that ladder.
Communal vision
That
from
long
Creamy
ladder.
Goodness. A pinky toe room is a great idea, but now we just have to figure out how to prevent Jen from sucking them, especially if they're old pinky toes. Well, maybe we'll have to have a special little lockbox file cabinet or something for it. I don't know. There's solutions to that. There's solutions to that. I appreciate you bringing that up. Creamy Goodness. Namaste to you. There's got to be solutions, though. Question from Sociopathogen, though, I saw a second ago. What should explorers do if they are already without their pinky toes?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It could even go into a metaphor. If you're missing both pinky toes, now that could be a balance issue. We can't have you walking around the compound acting like an idiot, like you're blind as a bull, trying to water the bushes outside and falling down every 5 minutes. Then we got to have somebody follow you to follow them to make sure not everybody falling down. So maybe it could be a balance issue. Maybe we need to think about something else. But I just thought pinky toe, it's like a useless little thing. But if you ain't got both, you're going to lose all your balance. He's right. There's something to that.
Yeah, I think. Listen, I love the idea. I think even if the final version of this doesn't look exactly like we're talking about right now, I think everyone agrees with me 100% that this is a terrific start, and the energy at the ground level of this effort is out of control. And I really appreciate you bringing that to us tonight.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. I was like, what can we give? What can we give? I mean, all true patriots and anything that's searching or fighting for an idea, they had to give up something.
Exactly.
They had to give us something.
Exactly. Listen, Wiki, amazing. I mean, not surprising, but amazing nonetheless. I really appreciate your mind tonight. I do, broken record here. I feel like I got to ask you, Mr. Dangus subbing. Namaste to you, Mr. Dangus, for the 16th month in a row, if you could believe that. 16 months from Mr. Dangus. Mr. Dangus, namaste to you. Blessings to you. I shower blessings on you and yours this spring season, the season of the rascal. Namaste to you. Now, yeehaw, welcome also. Welcome to the community. Namaste to you. Blessings. Now, Wiki, I got to ask, broken record, but it's always just so nice to hear you sing. I know I was just saying we're looking for something else, but, ultimately I do want to hear you sing. I know I'm not alone. I know the chat would love to hear it, so I got to ask, Wiki, if you got a song laying around, I don't know, maybe a draft even, doesn't have to be fully fleshed out. Do you have anything that you could share with us tonight?
Oh, sure. Even I got an older song that I wrote when I was a little bit younger. I met this man down at the corner, and he was a true patriot. He was in the war in Vietnam. And I wrote a song in the old town called Voices in the Attic, because he had all his old stuff up there. And he said he'd wake up at night and sometimes shiver and shake and think about all the things he had to do for our freedom. And he'd be shaking and shivering. He felt like it was like something calling to him from the attic from all his old war stuff was up there.
Wow.
So I wrote a song called Voices in the Attic.
Voices in the Attic. What a backstory. Okay, Wiki, you take the stage whenever you're ready. I've paused the music on my end.
All right. It goes like this. A 1, A one, 2, 3. Boom, bow, bow, boom, bow, no, no, boom, bow, bow, boom, no, 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 boom, bow, now, boom, bow, now, boom, bow, now, jigga, 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 jigga. Put on my boots, feet on the ground, find my machine gun, wound after wound. Nobody knows what to do. They use you up, then they throw at you. Voices in the attic, dum, 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 dum. Voices keep calling me. Voices in the attic, boom, 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 boom. They just won't let me be. Enemy eyes with the evil stare. They watch me. They know I'm there. Dreams of home, drifting away. Sometimes I just don't know what to say. Oh, voices in the attic. Dum, 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 dum. Voices keep calling me. Voices in the attic. Boom, boom, bow, wow. Sometimes they just won't let me be. And that's about us.
I love that. Wiki, an old song, but an amazing backstory on that. That context you provided right before the song really made the whole experience just so rich. Namaste. Yeah, I'm seeing absolute banger, beautiful, voices in the attic, exclamation point, clapping. Everyone was very pleased to hear that from you, Wiki.
Oh, I'm just humbled. I'm humbled by the community itself and all these beautiful people who are searching for explanations, looking for that real truth. You know, that real truth. Sometimes it's hard to find.
100%. Namaste. Well, listen, Wiki, I don't want to keep you all night. I really appreciate your energy tonight and being so generous with yourself and getting us started with that toe idea. Really, really something to chew on over the next couple days. I'm going to be thinking about that.
Amen. Namaste to you, Guru. And I appreciate you in the program.
Wiki. Blessings
and I
to
love
you.
that
I'll
girl.
talk to you
I
soon.
love that. Yes, sir.
Namaste. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Well, it's that time. We did it. Another exploration. And a wonderful exploration it has been. Overjoyed to have experienced so much time with alum of the program and you know, local artist, comedian of her own right, SALESFORCECHILD. Again, the links will be in the chat and in the Discord to scope out her tutelage as a sort of addendum or a sort of additional supplement to your work here at the program. And you know, it goes to show you can put this program, you can go to your work. You could do this program, become a parent. Do this program, you can go to outer space. Maybe she's psychotic. I don't know. I got to talk to her a little bit. I'm actually a little worried about her. But we'll see. That's further down the road. But we absolutely crushed another exploration with Leslie Tanner. I want to thank you all for being a part of it. Guys, just a reminder, this Saturday night, Infatuations with Leslie Tanner, a competitive dating game show where you all can participate. You can step into the octagon of love, not to find love, not to find companionship, but to act pleasantly to someone that you ultimately hate in order to use them for your own purposes, to satisfy your own needs, determine whether you have what it takes to be loved or affectionate. Not everybody has that little X factor. Not everybody will get to hold hands by the time they die. Is that sad? It's very, very sad. Are there people listening right now that are experiencing this in real life? Yes. But if you are one of those people, or if you're one of those people that is a real cocksmith or a pussy smith, you fuck and you love and you love and you fuck all the day long day. Come test your mettle. Come test your wit. Come test your skill in the octagon at Infatuations with Leslie Tanner this Saturday at 8 p.m. Central Time. I'll drop the link one more time into the chat. Click that link and reserve your spot. The walk-ups might be difficult to cater to. So if you know you want to participate, Please, it's very fun. It is very easy, and it's very worth it. So go ahead, fill that short form out. We'll keep a spot warm for you. Namaste to my mods, and namaste to my to my community of devoted light. Namaste to my moderators, best moderators in the world. VJ PCAT, absolutely crushing in the chat tonight. I've seen you going banana split in there, holding it down. Not just technically, but also the vibe. Namaste to you, VJ. Namaste to you. In my community of devoted light, again, my inner circle, my most confidants, my people that I share thoughts and feelings with that I don't share anywhere else. My most trusted inner circle. Also, they have access to exclusive videos and music and other materials by which they can expand their work here. Expanding their work here. Namaste. Please check it out. Patreon.com, Community of Devoted Light. Link is below. Also, send me a letter. Send me a damn letter. I'll read it on air. I'll give you advice. Send me gifts. You're looking for a sacrifice? I don't know. Maybe send me a fucking gift. All right? I might not even like it. I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for your soul. You have to give back or else you will shrivel. And the amount that this program has given you, you are shriveling. You are dying in front of me. I can hear the death rattle. Namaste. I can hear the death rattle. Namaste. Now, guys, we're going to go ahead and get a nice little raid. One of my I really enjoy this very creative, cool. I enjoy this. It's a VTuber. Yeah, that's right. Pumpkin Potion. I really, I enjoy the layout. I enjoy that setup. I enjoy the art style. And we're doing something a little different tonight. We're raiding someone a little different tonight. Raiding someone a little different tonight. Did it work? Did I do that? Did I do the raid? Is the raid going? Namaste. Namaste. You are all amazing. Did the raid not work? Let's see. Pumpkin Potion. I do not use Soul Glow. I should. Do you think I should? I've thought about getting like a perm. That'd be pretty hot, right? Pumpkin Potion. Yeah, that's what I'm fucking doing. Why is it giving me this weird message? Why aren't we, what? Namaste. All right, let's go to the creator dashboard. Let's do this old style. Let's do this stream manager. I love tech. I absolutely love tech. Pumpkin Potion. Go. Great. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's take this light, this energy, this warmth over to Pumpkin Potion. Namaste to you guys. Saturday at 8, we'll be back. Saturday at 8, Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. Join me. Join me in the octagon of love. Let's find out about ourselves. Namaste. I love you. I do. I cherish you and I love you. I will see you all very soon. Blessings to you. It's all kind of, the wheels are falling off the overlay. Let's go. Let's get out of here. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Blessings.
He's sweetie. Also, I think he'd tower
YouTube,
over me. Isn't
you
he
guys
like
are
9
higher
feet or
than
something
everybody
tall?
else. All that horse shit I was saying was meant
He's
for
an
you.
entire yard.
Twitch, they're lost.
An entire
You guys are
yard
tight.
taller than me.